We go. Welcome to the Slow is Fast RC podcast where everything's made up and all results don't matter. Got Uncle Mike in the house, Taylor DeLosa in the house, and in the break room we have track designer and track builder extraordinaire for LCRC, Mr. Cody Sainer. And Taylor, what are we going to be chit-chatting about today?
Probably some RC cars.
Well, there's that. Hey, Mike, anything else?
Maybe it's a little bit about LCRC and the Mugen challenge that just happened, and we're all still, coming down from.
Yes, indeed. We are still on the Mugen Challenge high. Well, without further ado, we're going to hit the button, and then after this, you should see Cody and all of us in here. I don't know what's going to happen, but as soon as I find my mouse, I'm going to hit the disclaimer button.
Disclaimer. You're about to listen/watch a podcast hosted by a group of friends who tend to use vulgar language and profanity, and also enjoy pounding adult beverages. Viewer discretion is advised. Lastly, we may be making some bold statements. All views and statements made in this podcast do not reflect the views of any sponsors, guests, followers, or any supporters of this podcast. So be cool and don't get offended. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy. Alright, this is episode 23, right?
Sounds good.
Episode 23.
Yep, sounds about right.
And we are back. We have lots of stuff to discuss. It's been, I still have the Mugen Challenge hangover. I'm still coming off that high. Then yesterday, as I said in our group chat, I was attacked by bees. So you can see my eyes swollen still. Woke up, it was like almost swollen shut. That's fun. But we're here, we're doing it, we're live. How's everyone doing?
Well, before you allude away from that subject, let the listeners that don't know understand how you got rid of the bees. Because that pertains to the subject of
It
our
does.
podcast.
It's pretty funny. So, let's see how long of a short story I can make here. I was cleaning. I had a big barbecue yesterday for my family and such in my house, and my dad was down helping me with some things, and we're like in front of my house, near my front porch, and he's like, "Oh, you should clean up your front porch a little bit." I go, "Oh yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt." And there's like a welcome mat, like an outdoor welcome mat, and it's like rolled up from a storm. It blew over, not where it should have been. And I'm like, well, I can at least, lay that welcome mat out. So I grab it, and I'm like, oh, there's some like dried grass in it for me mowing the lawn or something. So I went to snap it like a paper towel to get everything out. Turns out it was a yellow jacket's nest inside, and they got pissed. And so I took off running. And the screen door was shut to the porch, so I ripped it off its hinges in my run. And it's a good thing my dad stepped out of the way, because I was going to rip him out of his, socks and shoes. But he stepped out of the way, and I took off running. Got stung 4 times. Ended up with my clothes off by the time I was in the bottom of my field. Anyway, after the bees stopped chasing me, my dad and I started assessing how to handle this problem. 'Cause there's like 200-300 yellow jackets just going nuts. And so we're like, we need to set the nest on fire, and I couldn't set the nest on fire where it was, because it's on my porch, and my porch is wooden, and I didn't want to burn my house down. So we're there trying to think about how to get this nest off without just walking up and grabbing it, because we saw that worked when I did it. So after brainstorming, I grabbed my Ebuggy, chucked it on the porch, turned on, and drove it up to the nest, and kept bumping the carpet until the carpet was pushed off the porch. And then, at this point, and the bees are once again pissed off, they're trying to get after my car, and I'm like standing 50 yards away on the road, because my house is only 20 yards away from my road. So, like, I'm right there and people are driving past. They probably think I'm friggin' nuts. So I'm like standing on the road in a safe spot, And so once the carpet was off the porch, it was still against the porch and needed to come farther so I could take care of it. So then I took a broomstick and put a metal clothes hanger on it with a hook, duct taped it to the Ebuggy, and the goal was to back up and drag it out. And after a lot of tries, and it was really inconvenient because I run Tekin and I have reverse on, but I got the 3-second delay, and the 3-second delay in a Tekin ASC is very inconvenient when you're using your Ebuggy as a extermination device.
No reverse on the track.
I wasn't on the track. So, yeah. Anyways, was able to finally hook it and drag it out a little bit more. And my dad was spraying bee killer on him this whole time, so that calmed him down to where he could use the broomstick hook to pull it out even a little farther. And then I dumped a little bit of gas on it and used brake clean and a lighter to create my own flamethrower and disintegrated the plague. So yeah, it was a good 40 minutes worth of nerve-wracking fun. But like I was telling my dad was like, oh, I feel bad I told you to clean your porch and then this happened. I'm like, well, you know, I'd rather me get stung than like my 2-year-old baby niece go wandering around and touch this rug and, you know, so yeah. That's why I'm swollen. Anyways.
So what else? Yeah, what else you got, Alex?
That's all I got in my personal life. Mike went golfing.
I did go golfing today with Jared Henry, Gavin Vicina, and Joe Bornhorst.
Your old pal.
So it's a good time.
We're all doing RC of some sort. I spent most of the day rebuilding my Nitro buggy and breaking in a new Adam Drake 3 engine.
You said you wanted a
5.
spare, right, or something?
Yeah. So I'll run it at WO this weekend.
Okay.
And just get some more use through it.
Right.
We got 5 tanks through it now. So at least get a head start on it.
Sweet.
It's running great.
It's installed in your car behind you right now and everything.
Yep.
Very cool.
And then I got the one I've been using all season so far in my OGO ready to go for a backup.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh,
Taylor, that screw looks a little loose. You might want to tighten it. Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
I did.
It is. I could see it.
I also
Thank
picked
you.
up.
I'm gonna lose sleep over that now. Like,
Good. That's what I was going
what were you
for.
saying, Alex?
Back on the whole storage conversation. We decided to publicly drop the dubbing we gave them, but I took a leap of faith after many trips of grabbing my box, my pit box, it being heavy and bulky and in the way. In my car is an OGO 9800. So,
Do you have it?
it's down in my car still, but yes,
Yeah.
it is in my possession. And then I got the goggles case too, and do the Chris Patterson thing where he puts his radio and charger in. Well,
Davey showed up.
Davey's
Somebody
on.
say
Yeah.
storage.
Yes.
I don't know. I heard somebody
Yes.
say storage.
Pull up a chair. So
Okay.
Davey was trying to steal it because it was at Tony's at ACS, and he was there
Stealing
Friday
nothing.
night or whatever. And he's texting me. He's like, "You want me to just bring it with me?" Because he wanted to see how it fits in his car, so you know if he should get one. And then I was at Tony's
Yeah.
today. Tony was just like, "Yeah, Davey really wanted to take your OGO home with him." But so yeah, that's gonna be my tire bag, and then I'm gonna get the bulkier, the size up from the 9800 XL or whatever it's called. I'm gonna get that for a pit bag at some point, but that's another like 400 bones. So. it
Oh,
will
you're
come.
using this one as the tire
This
bag?
this is gonna be the tire coffin,
Oh.
yes.
And after seeing that one in person, because Adam Drake had one, right?
Yes. Well, no,
actually,
Tim
it's a
Tim Long had
or
one.
Tim, yeah, Tim had one. It's a really nice size. Like it's the same height and everything as a 90.
Yeah, like it was
being
smaller.
squared off is
yeah.
so much nicer.
It was
Yeah.
smaller than it
Hello.
looked in the pictures, but it's still bigger.
Yeah.
I should have probably splurged on that one myself. I kind of regret it now. So I
Oh,
bought 2 of them. And
Dog is joining us too. Hi, dog.
Yeah. You got 2 98s, Taylor, right?
Yep. Yeah,
And
I
you-
got one is strictly tires. The other one's all my like setup stuff, cleaning solutions.
Yeah.
You know,
And that-
pit mat.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
that's
copy.
all.
That's the setup I plan on doing.
It's working really good for me so far.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it.
Well, I'm excited for when I have to use the roof rack again, because those are going to fit really well in my roof rack, and especially if it's going to rain, I'll put them in like a contractor bag or something, and
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it. That was the one thing.
He's putting it in the orange.
Quit. The dog, I don't know if you guys can hear the dog smacking his tail against the door. And because we're using the webcam mic instead of the normal mic, it's picking it up, so the sound is just spiking on OBS every smack. Quit it.
Headphone warning to anybody listening / watching this. Oh.
You can
now
smack
he's
your
gonna-
tail, just not against the door. So yeah, stung by bees, got an Ogio.
Stung by bees.
You can listen to the podcast, you can hear
Oh,
about
I'm
it.
gonna have to wait. Oh.
He doesn't even know.
Oh, okay.
And then Mike went golfing with the boys. Taylor's breaking in engines.
Oops.
That's pretty much all I have outside of the things we're going to talk about.
What about what are we all doing this weekend?
Oh, yeah. That
I was gonna say, perfect segue into us all prepping for what?
Alex?
State champs.
There you go.
Trying to think of something.
What
like
even state?
Pennsylvania, PA,
Oh, wow.
state champs, WSCRC, 10th annual.
What?
The 10th annual state champs, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, think about that.
I don't want to. That makes me feel sick.
And what's the date?
The 6th. September
Which is a
6th.
Saturday.
Yes. Open practice Friday, not evening into night, and then we'll be on the tone Saturday at 11. And I got some giveaway items. I got some tires, a couple batteries to raffle off, and we're gonna do a tip board for Techno Superlight. I still need to make the Facebook posts about all that, but it will be all posted up here within the next couple days before this podcast drops, so everyone will be privy to that if they follow the track page at least.
And then,
Gonna be a good
Alex,
time.
I know this won't be posted till Wednesday, but to win the super light and all this stuff, you do have to be there.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's going to be a strict
So-
tip board at the track.
Yeah.
$10 a tip. It's 40. They're 40
Oh.
tip boards.
Oh, look at that.
$10 a tip. And as long as we can sell 40 tips that day, we'll raffle it off. If not, it'll get a little weird. So I really hope we can just sell all 40.
It's a bold strategy there, Con.
So yeah, that's going to be a good race. A lot of people from out east are coming out. Very excited for that. I'm hoping for a really good turnout. I mean, we've done good the last 2 years of me doing the thing, helping run the place there. So yeah, see if we can top the entry count there. I mean, the actual record's like 200. I don't expect to do that,
What?
which would be, yeah. But
It's gonna
Yeah,
be a
way
good
back
time.
when, Davey. Yeah.
I think we had
Holy
83 or 84 last year, so that's my best with me running it. So, and it was like
That was with
75.
rain in the forecast.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that was when it was supposed to rain the whole time. Because I know a bunch of people out your way too.
Yep.
The people from like 3+ hours, which I don't blame them. I mean, it looked terrible.
I can't imagine that many people fit in their 200 entry.
Yeah.
Where? Awesome.
So yeah,
Yeah, it was,
And then-
Davey, back then it was full of campers and everything, too.
yeah. Scott
That
had
was back
a
in the movie.
camper
Yeah.
park there year round.
Yeah, Alonzo had his big trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jeremy had his pop-up, and
Mhm.
the Lances had
Lances
their
had their
pop-up.
pop up. No.
For the people that haven't been to WO, mentioned about how it's kind of catered and everything else.
Yeah. So
Because that's a huge benefit.
yeah, the track owner Josh, his mom, pretty much caters it. She'll make a whole bunch of good stuff. She, like
Delicious.
usually does burgers and dogs,
Delicious.
and then like she does like a chicken and dumpling or chicken and biscuit stew, and sometimes like buffalo chicken dip or ravioli or potatoes and kibasi. She always has like the best watermelon and grapes, a good selection of fruit and waters and stuff, and it's all by tip. You throw $5 in and dive in, you know.
Delicious.
So, because they always, it was always weird for them trying to like, sell a hot dog or a burger or something out of the snack shack. So they just decided to start doing that one day, and it's pretty sweet. There's always plenty of food. They never run out. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Chicken noodle
blown
soup.
away. She cooks a ton of food.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, she slays.
very-
She starts Friday night, and yeah,
Yeah, and it's all homemade stuff. It's all damn good, too, so.
probably the best track food I've ever had, in all honesty. At least
You know
best
what?
track food, I don't have to walk up to a window and say, "Can I get an order of this, an order of that?"
I'll let that slide. I won't tell Harry that you said that because you just corrected yourself.
Well, yeah,
You're gonna
it's
spit in
different
your
story.
breakfast sandwich next time now.
I was gonna say it's in close competition with Harry and
Yeah.
Richfield.
Yeah,
Well, I haven't been to Richfield yet, but Harry's breakfast sandwiches are to die for.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Harry
That
has
could be
the,
Always.
A subject by
That's a whole
itself
topic,
is
yeah.
best food at RC track.
Are we getting into it now, or are we gonna marinate on it till next episode?
You're gonna digest that?
Yeah.
Might want to marinate it.
Marinate it? I like it. I like it.
That's
Yeah, I'm
another
gonna put it in
thing
the
someone should
Ziploc
do.
bag now.
Someone should be marinating
Or-
steaks or something.
Yeah, or like a
such.
Tupperware container.
Yeah.
You know.
Now I'm just thinking of all the good food I've had.
Yeah.
See, Barnstormers, the one time I went, it was Rohan's daughter or something cooking. So they were making Jamaican food. And it was like, I'm really bad with cultural foods like that. But
Very
like,
culturally incorrect.
yeah. You didn't like really get to pick. It was just an order of
Whatever this
of
was.
what it was. And it was like steak and salad and all this just mixed together into one, styrofoam container, and it was awesome.
Davey, you have a pretty good experience with food at 997? Or is it 997? Or where was the Roar carpet race at that you went to?
Oh, that was
360.
360. Yeah.
360, I'm sorry.
They didn't sell food there.
No, they didn't sell food there. Toby ordered the food.
Yeah, and
then
Davey got rid of it out back.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't really
that's where I'm
didn't
going
really
with
put
this.
much down. That was from the sketchy gas station around the corner.
There's a lipo graveyard, and then there's a Davey's dinner graveyard.
Yeah, it's so good he had it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was dinner from the night before I had twice, I guess.
Oh yeah,
In the hotel room.
Yeah. He had some stuff 3 times.
The gyro was good.
The gyro was awesome.
Who knew the tzatziki
Yeah.
sauce was optional?
Alex, going back to WO. So I know of one extra entry count that has never been there. So my brother's actually coming out and
No
running one of
shit.
Lauren's cars. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna come out. He's running the Creighton. So
Oh yes, yes.
yeah. Unless
No, I'm trying to think of where that battery is.
which one?
The one you gave me, and you was like, I don't know what to do with it. Doesn't balance.
Oh, the bad one?
The bad balance port one.
Wouldn't be
I mean, that
surprised.
thing should never see a car. So
Oh,
That thing should never see the inside of a woodshed either.
well, I should probably find out where it is. I didn't know it was volatile.
yeah.
I thought it was
Well,
just.
I mean, you can't safely charge it anymore. You can't safely balance it anymore. So.
Oh, I've been charging 2 of my batteries without balancing for all season.
I mean, that's whatever. I mean, that's
Just don't have an option.
But yeah.
Don't recommend
If
that,
it needed a
ladies and
4S, like I have 4S's.
Go back to our battery and charger episode. And we'll
Right,
tell
you
you how
did
we
do
don't
about
recommend it.
that was the first tech tippy thing, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
I got 2 more right here. I can
Oh,
use
okay. Good deal.
if we need them. But yeah, no. Actually, I'm looking at a truggy on your wall.
Needs a system.
A full system or just the speedo?
One or the other. I don't know. I don't think we really decided which one was the fault.
I think it's the speedo.
Well, I mean, I'll bring it if you want to play with it.
Possibly. Yeah, bring it.
Because I just figured
What
one.
event do you want to run it at?
WO. State
This
champs.
weekend?
Yeah.
Do you want to take one of my backup stuff?
Just system to put in it.
Yeah, I have a backup Hobby Wing ESC and a backup Hobby Wing motor.
Yeah, I think it has a Tekin motor with some ES. I think with a
Hobby
Hobby Wing
Wing,
ESC,
yeah.
and the ESC is bad. It shuts
We
off
tried
after like a
2.
minute.
We tried 2 motors or 2 ESCs.
We didn't try any extra electronics.
Oh, okay.
We were just troubleshooting it, and
And it like has no balls.
yeah. So we think the speedo is just fluffed.
Yeah. Because I was just gonna buy a brand new Tekin system at some point.
Motorama.
Yeah. Before then.
The Hobby Wing has a 15% off sale on eMain right now.
I already have 40% off at Tekin.
Oh, that's right.
I don't buy
How
the.
convenient.
I wouldn't have this shirt if I was paying civilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would throw a Speedo in it if I could. I'd rather him run that than a Creighton because he's actually like he hasn't raced in probably 10 years, but he's actually not bad.
That Creighton's pretty good,
So
dude.
so I know, but I hate to give him like a ready to run vehicle when I know he can do well with a race car.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, what radio is he going to use if he's going to be running?
I'd assume.
just somebody's. He can either use mine or somebody's.
I mean, I got
fast guy. It
receivers.
doesn't
He can
matter.
use mine.
So then he's
Lauren
not allowed to
probably
bump
would.
into the Truggy A with you. So.
I'm not running truck, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Well, then let him
Run.
use your radio.
Yeah,
Who is it we're giving a truggy to?
my brother.
Oh, okay.
Mine's gonna be in pieces here and then ready for LCRC and not touched till then.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have time to rebuild 3 cars because Alex wants me to do short course at LCRC. So
LCRC or WO?
both.
What am I doing where?
You want me to bring short course to LCRC, so that's why I'm not running Truggy at WO.
Oh, yeah.
So I can have it ready to go and then rebuild 2 cars in a week.
Yeah, I have like 9 or 10, as long as everyone confirms them saying we confirm, there's going to be like 9 or 10 short courses.
Easily, yeah.
WO?
No, at the LCRC.
Oh.
I forget.
There'll definitely
who
be 9 or 10 at WO. That's probably a second
was
biggest
saying that they
class,
want to
so.
run one, and I told him I could give him one as a loaner without a receiver. Do you guys remember?
Joe Bornhorse.
No.
Wait, what? What was the question? Sorry.
Somebody at Mugen was saying short course looks fun. I told him I'd give him one as a loaner.
See, my plan is at state champs, Yoders are going to win the short course kit.
Oh, he's got it rigged already.
I'm not rigging it. Now they can't win. But I'd love to see Gavin in a short course.
He loves that mini truggy.
Well, let's give Maddie the mini truck and put Gavin in a short course.
No. See, I think you just don't want to keep losing to a mini truggy in 10 scale.
I think literally the rest of the people racing can say the same thing that don't have a mini truck.
Yeah.
Besides, no,
It's like
Besides
no,
the
a
people-
mini
there's
truck.
like, there's like equal number. It's at 10 scale at LCRC. It's basically short course versus a mini
Well,
truck.
a mini truck won all LCRC events in the 10 scale class.
Yeah, wasn't it
This
Yoder the whole
season.
time?
Well, no, Justin Stein won this last time, I think.
I thought it was Decker that won.
Oh, if Decker
No,
won, that was a 4-wheel buggy then.
Right.
It was older short guy with glasses won the point series for last year. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking this season.
Oh. Which event? Because Yoder's won every single one except for one.
Well, who won the one you didn't?
This one, it was Decker. Right?
Might have been Vucina or Decker. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, so there's been one
If there
buggy
wasn't
one.
also a wealth of information sitting in front of us, we could look this up.
You guys are cutting out.
Huh?
Huh?
You were cutting out.
I don't know why.
It's good now.
Yeah, Decker won the last one.
Okay.
Wealth of information.
Yes. And dog.
And,
So maybe he lost 2 of them. I'm sorry. I could be mistaken.
Apparently he TQ'd though.
Yeah, Gavin broke on one of them. So
oh, yeah, that's right. Because that's the only reason
It
he's
was
not 30
first
points
or
ahead of
second
me.
one. First or second one in the year. I can't remember which one.
I don't want to get into Mugen Challenge stuff until we have our guest on. So I don't have anything else before we bring our guest on.
Is this still recording stuff?
Yes.
Oh. If we want to keep on going into topics, do we want to talk about what's hot on the internet for drama and read some
No.
comments?
Let's save that for when Cody's here.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah, Cody would
I
love
don't think
that.
Cody knows.
I don't
He
think
might
I
like
know.
it.
Do you know?
I don't know. He's got a look on his face.
Do I know?
You definitely won't be afraid to say his opinion. So that's we should save it for that.
Do we know?
Yeah.
Do we know? Are we privy to this?
I don't know. Were you sitting there with me and Adam Drake?
Then no.
No. I was in a booth.
I only
Remember?
talked
You
about
remember?
it to him. So
Oh well.
We can talk
Then
about.
why isn't Drake on here, Taylor? What the hell?
I didn't ask him.
We can
This
talk
was
about.
like Cody's episode. I'm sorry. Cody's more important than Drake.
Okay. Could line them up for next time. Or
We
something.
did get to fondle the new Mugen 4-wheel.
We did. Did not get to fondle the saddle packs though.
We did not get to fondle the saddle pack.
But I did learn that I don't know if that Gavin Nipple is also running a saddle pack layout, but apparently
It's
an
a different
aftermarket
one,
system.
right? Yeah, the one Drake has is the Mugen one, and the one he has is the non-Mugen prototype or whatever.
Or it's an aftermarket company.
Yeah,
that
it's an
makes it.
aftermarket chassis.
I didn't
but
know
I
that.
did get to fondle that car, and it seems really nice.
So-
it seems
Gavin
the same.
liked it,
It
so.
seems similar. I was there cleaning. He was there cleaning his car, or like one of us was there cleaning the car. The other one walked up, and we're blowing the stuff off, and I just see it out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "Uh huh."
Well, the thing that makes me think, beyond the Mugen being the saddle packs, but that's kind of the point of it, and Lefty or Max, or I don't know which one of them posted it on No Name RC on their Facebook.
Max
But-
did.
Well,
Yeah, probably Max.
Is Techno the only one still running a stick pack then? Like, as the only
No,
option?
Because
HB
Mugen's still gonna.
Oh.
and HB.
Why are they all going
You're
to saddles?
a little
though?
bit misled. They are not all. This is just a test for
Yeah.
certain type of conditions.
So apparently,
Think that much, I think.
and
Okay.
Drake has said it in one
And
of his
then-
videos. It's a custom chassis that he got from the German, the K-Bros over in Europe.
yeah.
That drilled him a chassis and run saddles. Like I think the Killick brothers are running the saddles at the Ebuggy
This is
Worlds. So
Good for really high grip conditions,
Yeah.
like what they're running at in Spain right now and
Portugal.
across the pond and everything else. Yep. But I think overall, it's just going to be better for their current setup with the single 4S
stick.
deal. Yeah.
Because
Now,
your
I
bra
will
might
say
be.
though,
Huh?
after talking with Gavin, like with his version of it, I did mention to him like, did he corner scale it? And he did, and he said it's almost perfect, all
Yeah.
four corners. So like that leads me to believe like even though it is like a high bite test or so on and so forth, that should just up the tunability of the car.
Yeah, that should
Yeah.
make it
If it's
better
that-
right there.
I mean-
if it's that balanced, you should be able to like really dial that thing in.
Right.
You know.
Like I think you
To-
can take Ebuggy into its own thing. Like, because when Drake says in his video, when you put the 4S here and have it in this sweet clean configuration, it's like a balance, like a nitro car. It's like, okay, that's cool, but like when you can maybe take saddles and put them otherwhere, like back here, Kyosho up here,
One in
and
each
do
corner.
stuff and things. Like you can maybe turn the Ebuggy into something. Are you landing a plane?
No, I was-
Am
I was-
I giving you
Who's doing
PTSD?
the YMCA?
Like maybe you can make
Men at
the
work here,
Ebuggy
men at work.
into like its own thing, more
To get it-
specialized.
To work, Adam was showing me. I'm not going to say too much because I don't think it's a secret, but
It's
everything was pushed so far forward and the motor was like almost touching the steering rack.
right. Like
get
I
the
think
balance
the
right.
S-Works guys are always crushing their sensor wires, and I think that maybe the
Yeah.
X-ray guys might be too. Because like if you,
X-ray is literally like super close.
yeah,
Yeah.
and even
Yeah.
probably the Kyosho too.
Kyosho's close too.
I think it's just going to be an option possibly in the future for different tracks as far as tunability and what the customer wants, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't feel like buying
I thi-
more batteries.
Hey, I'm with you too, Davey. But
Yeah,
mean,
I really
think it's
enjoy
great,
just
though,
sticking
that-
one battery in it.
that they're trying to develop their platform.
Well, I'm wondering. Well, this makes me wonder. The whole point was when are we going to start seeing at some point in the future weird techno things?
I bet
I was
Jared's got
wondering that
something
too,
cooking up
but-
over there now. Like,
Who
I
Who
mean,
said techno things weren't weird to begin with?
True.
5
So-
pounds, 5 pounds of shit in a 10-pound, or what? No, I said it backwards.
You
The
can
thing
get a
cut
good look
off.
at a pusher's that.
It is
Like-
10 pounds of
Yeah.
that.
I don't say that.
Like,
Someone else does.
Okay.
Like Alex, I was curious about that too, but like Lefty or whoever it is for No Name posted pictures of Mayfield's car at the Worlds, and honestly, there's nothing out of the ordinary that's on his car,
Oh, I believe
other
it.
than like the shock towers that they've been using.
Yeah,
Everything else seems normal.
I believe it.
So I don't know.
We pouring one out for no Americans in the A-main.
Did we expect any different?
I thought Fenn was going to do
Yeah.
something. I thought it was going to be Fenn would be the only one in there and possibly be able to do something. Honestly, I'm.
Ben and Mayfield
where-
to be in the main.
I didn't expect that.
Where can I find out? Where can I pull up the whole list of results?
No
I saw like
idea.
the A main results. I think No Name or someone posted them or shared them, but so it wasn't on Lifetime. I tried watching.
No, because live time is
No.
over here.
Yeah.
They used something for over there.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I forget
RC
what it was
Racing
called,
TV or
I'm
My
whatever.
RCM or something, maybe. I have no idea.
That sounds about right, Davey.
All I know is Cav was pole position for the LCQ, and basically all the other Americans were in the LCQ. And Bruno ended up winning the LCQ, so I don't know, even the qualifying list of who was the top American there. I don't know if it was Cav, but
Well, my RCM
I was
has
kind
a
of-
terrible.
I was
interface.
kind of bummed that there wasn't at least one. Like, I was going for Fend, and they were saying in the seeding rounds, Fend was being fast, but that was only for the 3 laps or something that you needed, and then the 5-minute qualifying happened, and then I don't
It's
know.
not
what
even
happened.
on here.
Our guest is gonna hop in the waiting room.
Okay.
Drag
Well-
him over whenever you guys are ready.
I want to wrap up this topic real quick with.
All right.
I saw Joey got 22nd overall. Joey
Oh, that's
Bourdon.
right, baby.
So I mean, that's pretty cool to me. That's a killer job.
Yeah.
I don't know where Mayfield and Wiggins and Fend and where everyone else lined
Brandon
up.
Rose, Ryan
Yeah.
Cavallari.
Yeah, well, Cavallari did the best out of the Americans or something.
Well,
didn't
he was on pole position for the LCQ,
Okay.
but he didn't
Where
make
then,
it. I don't know where he ended up. B main, C main.
And that was in the Mayako car.
Yes, that
And,
was.
you know, he's the
Running
old man
saddle
according to
packs
Lefty,
now,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Mayako was one of the holdouts.
Not only that, but it was the full LCG Mayako.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
but
the shock
the-
Johnny. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a whole thing to talk about there, but we don't need to. And I forget the driver that won it, but 17 years old.
Marcus Carup,
Marcus
Yep.
Carup, 17. Come on, what the
first world champ at this thing or whatever. Yeah.
So I won
He's
a
already
20
a
plus
Euros
class.
champ in 4-wheel buggy.
No, I won a 25 plus class,
Okay.
and then we'll have the 40 plus class because
Don't look at me.
fucking
Fuck
kids
you.
are fast.
Yeah, fucking kids.
So here's a question now. So this was all electric, right? So it's 10-minute sprints.
Yes.
Yes.
Three
Is this-
mains, triple A's for everybody.
Yeah.
Triple
Oh,
mains
yeah,
for everybody.
Yeah, but still it's 10-minute sprints.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Is this going to factor into Nitro Worlds to where it's a 60-minute continuous final? You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah, because it's
is
now the consistency.
the
thing comes into play.
racecraft exactly. So yeah, is the I need to finish an hour-long race? Are these people going, if they even come over to America for it? Are they
Well, I
going
don't
to
know
be
if
able to
Marcus
even
Carup
make the
is gonna
main
come
and
over
last the
for it or
entire
not.
main?
If I,
You know.
if I
Great
won
point.
Ebuggy Worlds and had a chip on my shoulder like that, I'd definitely find out how to get my ass over here for
Because
the Nitro Worlds.
Nitro is always a battle of attrition. And
Right.
making
Right,
Yep.
right.
the race, you know.
Yeah, even in the 25
I mean,
minute
Orlowski's probably gonna freaking make the main somehow because he's just redonkulous, you know.
But yeah. Anyways, that's all I
Like,
got.
electric results historically have always been way different than Nitro results.
Right, and Marcus Carup's a 10 scale guy, so that's why apparently there was a bunch of 10 scale guys high up in there because it was high grip, it was electric, 10 minutes. Thought Ben would be in there slaying better too, but I mean, that's how you get Marcus Carup as your first world champion.
All right. Well, do we want to leave it at that and pull in Cody?
Yep, I'm good with that. So
I don't have anything else to say on it.
alrighty. Well then, Mike, do you want to drag him in?
Yep, got him. Cody? Cody, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Probably swearing at it right now.
Probably.
Probably calling Toby.
Speaking of that, Nerf was a good episode last time around.
I didn't get to listen to the whole thing.
I know I cut out
I
just
cut-
a little bit early too. So
I still need
I
to
caught
finish
most of it.
I like hearing Omar and Cody go, banter with each other. Pretty funny people. And hearing.
I like the idea of because every time you go in the trailer, there's the the curtains on the window that keep falling down because when you sit in the recliner they fall down.
Yeah.
So basically, you can see they're always cooking something over there. Right?
Oh yeah.
And then Vinny's got the idea of having cook-offs, so they're over there cooking burgers, and then Omar and all that group of guys are over here cooking. Guess what? Those fast trailers right in the middle.
We can be the judges.
That seems like a really good place to be.
We can be the judge.
Dude, and it always
have-
smells so freaking good.
Yes.
I have a really
So, like-
funny Omar story
Yes.
from the Mugen challenge.
There's Cody.
I'll say it now while we're just kind of bullshitting.
Yeah.
So I was pitting Toby, and I think it was intermediate nitro buggy. I'm pretty sure it was the A main. And Omar was pitting somebody else. I can't remember who it was. Cody, who's Omar pit for? Do you know?
Oh,
You're muted.
Cody. You're muted.
You're muted.
How about now?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's good.
Hey.
Oh, I literally muted myself and unmuted
Yeah, that was weird. Anyway.
again for it to work. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry, I don't know. You would have to point Omar out to me to know who it is. I'm terrible with all the people's names just because I'm so
Alright.
disconnected half the time.
Yeah.
It takes me a couple times.
So Omar was pitting somebody, and then there was another fellow with him, and I don't know his name. And it looked like they were getting prepared to try and attempt to do a 2-man pit stop. Whoever the gentleman was, I don't know his name, it looked like the car he was pitting must have flamed out. So he ran and took off to go grab that car. Omar's pit guy, the race car, came in to do the pit stop. Omar grabs it, puts it on the table next to me, sideways, looks, and the guy he's waiting on to fuel the car is the one that ran to grab the one that flamed out. And he just looks, his jaw goes open, and he's just like looking around for the pit guy as the car.
Did he leave with the gun too? He must have left with the gun.
He had the holster probably.
Oh yeah.
It was so hilarious. That's the intermediate nitro main. Oh my god, it's just a shit show down there in the pits. That people flaming out, going all over.
Oh,
the
there were
place.
lots of flame outs.
Omar's
going
face when his buddy just took off, and he's just holding the car. Like, that was hilarious.
That's really funny.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to cut that, and then we'll lead into an introduction of Cody?
Yeah, cut, play.
Okay.
Action.
And joining us tonight, we have Cody. Cody's been around for quite a while. Cody, I would describe as one of the most underrated RC racers in the region. Being that you don't get to race often, but when you do, you just show up for qualifiers, no practice days usually, and then generally up still on the podium. Most people doing this do not do that. And I've written down, let me see here. You got fifth at the Pro Tap race, fourth at the Northeast Showdown, both with no practice.
Well,
Just show up.
Northeast
Go straight
Showdown. Northeast Showdown was also your first race since what? Mugen the year before,
Yeah.
and like your first time on the track.
Yeah, with baby. Yeah, because September cancer race last year, she went into labor Friday night.
Right.
And then while we were at the track, and then I missed everything up until Northeast, the May race of this year.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like a solid
racing.
8-month break.
Ends up on the podium.
Yeah,
So-
just
Cody
don't
thing.
feel like taking a day off. I'll just show up Saturday and run a qualifier. We'll see how it goes. I will say, Mugen Challenge. Oh no, I think I took a half day for the Pro Tech Cup or a full day this year and actually practiced a little bit. Like it wasn't like I was on the track every chance I got, but
You ran a couple tanks. Or
I got
so.
out a couple of times. Yeah, so like I wasn't as rusty as usual. And then Mugen was the first time I was actually like, all right, I'm taking off, I'm practicing,
Do
and
the thing.
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
how
he
this
was
goes.
full racer boy.
Which actually, I was actually working on my car, changing diffs, changing shocks, and then
Turning
blew an
himself
arm off
right out of the
coming out
ballpark.
of pit road 8 minutes into the A main.
Damn.
Do you want to let
Rocket
our
ball.
viewers know how that happened or anything, Cody?
So, other than a poor driving decision, usually on pit stops, I'm very easy. I come in nice to my pit guy, get fueled, out nice and easy, because you don't like that's one thing that you can control for not going wrong, typically. At least how I feel. So I come in nice and easy, get fueled up. I also get to take a break for a second. Well, I was just jacked up going into that race. Like I was just super excited about it, and truck felt awesome. I was on blue reflexes. Truck felt awesome, and I was battling with Mahakian and I can't remember who exactly else was there, but like I was in a nice little battle with like two other cars.
Yeah.
And I was just having a really good time. So I came in nice and easy like I typically do. Zach picked me up, fueled me, and I'm just like, all right, got to get back out there, and I just hop on it. And I get to the end, pit lane was super dusty and was a little slippier than usual, at least. It felt like it. And I just got a little squirrely coming off, and it shot me to the little tiny wall there at the bottom, and off goes the right arm.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was I was super frustrated. I wasn't even mad that I broke. I was just mad that I made the idiot decision to drive like an idiot off a pit road when I never do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more frustrating than disappointed.
We all Toby out from time to time.
Yeah. Well, it used to be Cody out.
Oh.
I used
Oh,
to
yeah?
crash out like that too. Yeah, back in the day. I used to
Mhm.
crash out like that too. And then the last couple of years,
Foreigners are
'cause I've
taking
been
everyone's jobs.
burnt out on and off. Get burnt out every now and again. So then I just like I just show up and drive my car and go home. So like at this point, I don't get too worked up about it.
Let's
But
rewind stuff back and go back into the history if you want, Cody. So, how long ago did you end up
Yep.
getting started in RC, and how did you get started?
2014 Halloween.
Oh.
2014 Halloween race was my first actual race there. Before that, it might even been earlier that year. I had a slash, and I would come on Tuesdays and drive the slash around, or in my driveway, whatever. And they had an Ebuggy in there. It was an MBX6 Eco, and I thought, oh, well, I'm gonna get that. I was still in college at the time, so I was on and off of where I was. But so I picked up the Ebuggy and practiced a couple more Tuesdays, and then Halloween race was my first race in expert Ebuggy, which that's all there was at that point in time. And proceeded to go from there, and then I ended up with a E-truck the next year because I actually ran ENATs at their place in 2015.
Did you
And
know Kevin and
then
Krista beforehand?
I've known Kevin since I was like 3, 4.
When he was only 5.5
I used
feet
to
tall.
do I used to do the motocross stuff, like ATV motocross and whatever. So that's where I would get all my stuff, gear and get work done, stuff like that. So I've known them for a very long time. And then the RC thing, I guess, is what kind of brought it back. So I kind of disappeared for a little bit with college and riding four-wheelers. I was hanging out with someone else while I was doing that, so I wasn't really around them a whole lot. And then when the ATV thing kind of settled for me, I started coming back around, and then the RC stuff took off and just kind of went from there. Although if you ask them, when I first started coming around, I guess I wasn't the most likable person then. That's a story that we can wait for them to tell at some point if you ever ask them on our Sunday evenings at the track or something like that.
Well,
But
next Sunday
Right.
evening, I
it's
can't wait to
always-
ask that.
Yeah.
it's always funny to hear their initial thoughts of me when I first started coming around.
What are we pointing at?
Dog.
Oh.
No, yeah, he made a noise and he's in the camera. Hi, dog.
So the Slash was your first RC car. How come a short
Mhm.
course truck isn't your favorite still to this day?
I guess I grew out of it.
So tell the listeners what classes you do like to run, Cody.
So I've been running nitro truck the last couple of years, just with life and other things I had going on. I didn't have time to run all four because for a while I was running Ebuggy, nitro buggy, e-truck, nitro truck all the time. But truck's definitely the most fun. And I just like because I can full throttle and pound the truck around the track and not as nimble as a buggy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, nitro and nitro for sure. I like doing the
Yeah.
pit stops and having longer mains and stuff like that. Next would be e-truck, and then I mean, I don't know. This past race for Mugen, I kind of liked driving a nitro buggy again. So let's see where that takes me going forward.
Nitro Buggy is
Rent a
definitely a lot
ride.
of fun. A little bit more difficult compared to the Truggy, but
For sure. Yeah,
yeah,
and there's just more people to race against, I guess,
absolutely.
throughout each weekend. I mean, truck we're like what 2 heats half the time anymore, other
Yeah,
than
2 or
Mugen
3.
that had 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, yeah, I mean, truck nitro truck seems to be dying off as e-truggies continues to just get bigger and bigger, which
Yeah,
was
for those
kind of
that
the
don't
opposite.
Yeah, so
know
Taylor,
our
get on that.
e-truck in this region. What's that?
So Taylor, get on that.
A nitro truck?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but we'll see. I enjoy running Truggy and I enjoy running Nitro. But yeah, for those that don't know in our region, e-truck is quite a fast group of people and very popular. Because what we
Yeah,
generally have at least 40 to 60 per event, I would say, of
I think
e-trucks.
I think it was 60 some. I think at Mugen Challenge, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
It was
Mhm.
it was
If
just
not
over
more.
60, I believe. It was shy of 70.
Yeah, like 60.
65.
65.
Yeah, okay,
Second biggest class.
yeah. Which I used to run just truck everywhere I went,
Yeah.
and at that point it was still easier because Kevin was running like buggy, so
Yeah.
we never were
Conflicting. Yeah.
scrounging for a pit guy.
Yeah.
He would pit me, I would pit him, and stuff like that. But I mean, e-truck. When I ran e-truck, my most favorite e-truck moment was Mugen Challenge. I don't think 2020 Mugen Challenge. I finished first in the B main. I have my plaques hanging in my garage here. I finished first in the B main, started first, finished first in the B main, and then in the A main drove to 4th.
Nice.
Wow.
Good drive.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was like one of my most proud e-truggy moments.
Would that be the most proud moment of RC racing ever by itself, or do you have something else?
No, I think TQ and Open Nitro Truck at PMB in 2019, I think would have been my
Oh, really? I
top.
didn't know about that.
Yeah, I TQ'd and ended up finishing 5th then. So that's when we were using the mini deans to turn our packs on and off. And in the main, I was still somewhere first, second, third, or something like that. And like halfway through the main, my mini deans came unplugged right past pit lane.
Oh man.
And thankfully, I had Adam Drake pit me. He went running out, and he realized what was going, because when he ran out to get it, he thought it was flamed. Well, it was still running, and he just thought, "Oh, plug it in quick." So he ripped it up, plugged it in, and off I went. I mean, I'd lost a couple of positions at that point, and still salvaged 5th place. But
Yeah.
that PMB year in 19, I TQ'd Nitro Truck, qualified 3rd in E-Truggy, qualified 8th in Open Nitro Buggy, and I didn't run E-Buggy. So the 3 classes I made the A, and then we were with like Kevin and Cowboy and Adam and Zach was along. We were all in A mains, regardless of what class we were in. We were all in A mains. So that was like one of our best ever group trips of track and off track. hanging out and stuff like that. That was probably one of the best times of RC
That's
that I've
awesome.
had. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Shout out to Adam Drake too for knowing what to do when it was running and just no hesitation. Like
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
I'm sure
just
he's seen
plug it
it
right in.
many times
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been on a
yeah.
track a
Now,
time or two.
Just a couple.
yeah, yeah. He's super cool. Some people might feel a little intimidated because he's like a godfather of RC type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
In a way, because just of his knowledge and how long he's been around. But like, he'll help anybody and do whatever he needs to do to help somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoy talking to Adam, hanging out with Adam, because there's a lot of things that you end up learning. It's like, oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah. He had some pretty what I would consider dumb but general questions that we do. And things about tire choice, making setup changes and stuff over the weekend. Just really simplistic stuff, but he gave a pretty good answer to a few things.
Hmm.
That definitely might change my way of thinking on some things. So very appreciative of him.
Yeah.
Cody, you want to talk about building tracks and all that? Get into that subject a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
So when did you first start building RC tracks? And did you know that you were gonna, or did you just start filling in for a spot that needed help, or how'd that start?
I started helping with tracks. I don't even think it was 2015 yet. It might have been like 2016. 2015, I was still like, you got Kevin's circle, and I was just hovering around the black line of the circle, trying to nose my way in a little bit.
See, but you were the guy that
Is
was
that
thinking
because
outside
you-
of the box.
What?
He was thought outside the box. That's how you got the track voter. We need someone outside of the box. Who could it be?
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, step in the line.
Yeah, so
Or like a booby trap you fall
it
into.
must have been like
The ultimate black hole.
2016 or something. And Billy Hostler was the one that usually helped him. It was like Kevin, Dale, Billy Hostler at that time. They would, build the tracks and stuff like that. And I think I just started coming around on the evenings or like on a weekend, like when they're doing it, and was helping out. And I just kind of, I don't know, merged myself into that part of the routine. And they started me out as like the rock picking stand with the water hose thing, which I still do a lot of the water hose thing, just because not everyone can lug it all over the track, and I'm just the one that's there to do it. But I was doing a lot of the peon apprenticeship stuff at that time. And then I think it just kind of fizzled into me like, what if we do this? Or what if we do that? So then now someone asks him, hey, what are you guys doing for the new layout? And then he looks at me, he's like, well, I don't know. What are we doing for the new layout? I don't know. I didn't have my couple beers and look at the track yet to figure out what we're doing. Because I don't ever draw anything out. It's very hard to draw that place with the angles and the elevation. And
Do you remember the very
a lot
first?
of it,
You're getting way far ahead than I want to. So, do you
Sorry.
remember?
Reel him in, Taylor. Reel him in.
Yeah, let's come back just a little bit. We jumped probably
Okay.
about 10 years.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It's like Mike's
I mean,
airline.
he did say 2015.
All right. Go.
Do you remember the very first track you helped design and build?
Way back, Kevin let me build and jump. I put a turkey foot in a corner and he said, this is the greatest thing ever.
Kevin used to have the sandbox.
Off the top of my head, no. I've just because it's. I mean, at that
So
time we were changing it every layout, or every new race was a new layout at that point.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a lot then to try to think back on. He has a book that has all the pictures of the layouts from back then till just recently.
I've seen the
If I
book,
looked
yeah.
at one of them, if I looked at that, I could probably figure out which one I could, like, that would make me remember of like, oh no, I definitely remember
that one.
going for that one.
What's
Yeah.
one like? Oh, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say random question. Cody, is that just because you remember it, or do you do some sort of signature thing to where like I built that? You know what I mean?
Fucking six pack.
Yeah, no, I think it's more of I would just see some features on it and just be like, okay, yeah, no, I remember doing this one, and this takes me back far enough that this is probably one of the first ones that I was helping on. I don't really have a whole lot of signature things because I really like to change it up. My biggest thing, I guess, would be my tracks are a little more rolly. Like there's more rollers, there's more lows and turns, there's more of the bouncing around on the track and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I like busy tracks.
Yeah.
Busy flowing
So
racy tracks.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Not
Yeah,
like
yeah. If it doesn't
complicated,
flow,
but
I
yeah.
hate myself for it. Yeah, for sure. Those ones I would be able to tell if I got a bunch of rollers and floaters to the turns and stuff like that.
What's one like track feature or layout that you've done that you were really excited for to do, but it just did not work out very well and you hated it, and you can't use the 6-pack from the 2024 Mugen Challenge?
You can use the six pack
Oh,
from the 2025 ProTech Cup though.
Or the ProTech Cup, yeah.
I like the ProTech one actually, and
Yeah.
I didn't like the Mugen one this year until I finally figured out, and I was like, okay, I
That's
like
usually
myself
how
again.
that works.
Um,
I
Hate it
still
so
don't
What were you
like it.
doing too,
Um,
Cody, when you were racing this last one? Were you triple, double, single on this last one, speaking of?
triple was my pretty consistent because my thing was I want to get in there and get the hell out.
Yeah.
The longer you're in there, the more chance you have of something going wrong.
Mhm.
And then triple, double, single if something gets weird after the first triple, and then you don't even have to
You
hit the
just kind
gas
of
to
float
double,
out,
single
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So track that I built or feature that I built that I was like, no.
I was just gonna go with like a feature, whether it be one of the crossovers you guys have done, or just for example.
Um, Mugen Challenge when we had the crossover, the first crossover Mugen Challenge, whatever year that like
The big wooden ones.
I don't know. Yeah, I keep looking at my plaques trying to think of years.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
it was
18?
before 2019, I think.
Yeah, like 17
Okay.
or
Because
18.
19 or 2020 was the year that like everyone came because it was the first race after COVID stuff lifted.
Yeah.
It was before that, and we had the crossover for the first time, the wooden one,
Yeah.
and you'd come under the crossover, and there was that big, super big double, and then it was like another little like double afterwards.
Yeah, it was huge. It was like a double,
Yeah,
and the last one kind of turned
it
by
it was
Harry's thing, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it was
yep.
enormous. Yeah.
That first double was way too big, and that is one I regret saying like, yeah, let's do that.
How'd you like it, Davey?
Even driving it.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah. I mean, people love stuff that's like, oh, that was some awesome air, but you land it 1 out of 8 laps on a 6-minute run or whatever we were doing in 6 minutes.
Or you flat landed all the time and kill your ESC.
Slapped and flipped
People were
over.
blowing ESCs and
Mhm.
yeah.
Drake
So
would go
that
through it like
was
it was nothing, of
definitely
course.
Every time.
yeah. I don't know if that would be Kevin's biggest one either, but I feel like if you were to ask him the same question, that would pop into the conversation because he feels the same way about that one. Kind of, it was way too big for 80% of the people driving it, and I was included. I didn't hit it perfect for however many laps in a row.
What year was that? Because I
So
want to see if I can find a picture of it.
I want to say it was 18 off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I was
I
thinking.
I'd
also
vote
want
for
to say
that.
it was like 18.
Because then you guys kept the crossover for the cancer race. You changed the layout a little bit, so you came over it a little bit different. I remember
Yep.
I was there for that.
While
Mhm.
Mike's trying to pull that up, Cody, what's one of your favorite features that you built of all time?
Honestly, these new 6-packs I've been taking a lot of pride in.
I noticed.
Because yeah, it's one. I think it's cool how they're kind of going up the hill. on
Yeah.
the incline.
Yeah.
I don't like that wasn't ever something that we did.
Yeah.
And the first one for ProTech, he had built a inclined like dirt landings for using up some dirt to make that lane. And I was like, oh, we should put like 6, 7, 8 whoops on this thing. Ended up being 6. But I told him, I was like, just dump the dirt and I'll get the rake and push everything in and mesh it all together. And then I'll just roll it.
Yeah.
And the first one was with the big roller. And that's why the outside got flat. Flatter at least, that you could just sort of bounce through it. And then the second one I built, I just did all little roller. And that's why they ended up so much more steep. But yeah, that most recently would be the 6-packs that I've been able to make that aren't like super do or die.
Yeah.
They're difficult, but they weren't the 2024 Mugen Challenge little 6-pack right in front of us that you had a 20-foot run up into, and then you're trying to decide, well, am I blipping it? Am I double? Am I? And you just end up on your head anyways.
Yep. Every
Um,
time.
Yeah. So that one, and then to take it one step further, track wise, when I had a slash and I was practicing there was a track that ran backwards, the direction in which we were going for Mugen Challenge, and you'd come down at the end of the pit road, you'd 180, hit some whoops, go up and around. There's a big triple, and we recreated that one in 16 or 17. And honestly, that might have been one of the first ones I had the most influence on in creating. Now that we're talking about it,
Yeah.
and that would be one of my most favorite nostalgic, I guess I could say, layouts that I've done, just because it was like my favorite layout. I couldn't hit everything with a slash though, so that's why I wanted to recreate it, because I now had cars
Yeah.
that I could actually do all the jumps on. That was the biggest reason for doing that. But that would be my favorite track, and that was a Mugen challenge too. 16, 17, maybe even 18, somewhere around then.
I've been enjoying the rollers or stair steps, whatever we want to call them, going up and down the hill because it's a good use of that real estate instead of using just a jump to jump up on the hill because we're going up on the hill either
Right.
way. So adding an
Right.
obstacle to slow the track time down and make it more difficult. I've been enjoying it myself. Maybe not
Yeah.
everybody,
So-
because go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say there was supposed to be a little roller on the inside of that turn even before it, and we ended up using too much of the dirt on other stuff to put it in there then. But there was going to be another little like you'd come off the little um Polish turn looking thing,
Yeah.
come off that, and then you were going to hit a roller and roll down in and go into hitting them. And that just didn't happen. But it's all right. They turned out all right.
Never enough dirt for what you have planned, right?
Never. There's never enough
Yeah,
dirt to build a track.
there's definitely times where we're like planning stuff out and we're like, oh yeah, we don't know if we're gonna have enough dirt.
Yeah.
And we end up with a whole bunch of dirt left over, and we're like, well, what do we do now? And then like on this one, we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have enough dirt to do this and this and this, and then by the time we're done with it, we're like, oh, we're out of dirt.
Every time.
So yeah.
So I think I know the answer to this, but I'd rather you answer for the rest of the listeners. Where do you get some of your influence from for track design and things like that?
Initially, it was like motocross tracks that I've been to. I'm like, oh, we could probably make something of this type, like this track from Unadilla, or there was one in Englishtown, New Jersey that had a step, like a big step up, but you doubled up it and then you hit the step up. So I've tried to recreate that a couple times but it's, man, that thing was so steep. It's hard to actually recreate that there.
Yeah.
A couple of the like gravity cavity things, like when we'd come off of either side of the top, that's where I think of that like a gravity cavity when we do stuff there. And then other times is when we're pushing. Sorry, I'm literally propping my phone up on a Milwaukee battery, so if it starts swaying, let me know. There's other times where we're just pushing dirt around, and the dirt ends up a certain way or in a certain part. I'm like, oh, we could do this here, or I don't know, like stuff. Just a lot of it just comes from working on the track, and when we're pulling pipe, I can still see the lines. I can sort of figure things out better than when it's a blank canvas, because you can see what space you have to use. But yeah, I mean, initially motocross, and now it's just I see things, and then it's like, oh, that might be pretty cool, and then that's when I go talk to Kevin about it.
Moving on from some of the track design and stuff like that, Cody, what sort of things do you think should change in RC racing, and what would you do to improve them? Don't hold back anything.
Uh, I don't think everyone should get a deal. That would be one thing I would change. Like, you have some of these like hot bodies did it years ago, and now they're kind of non-existent. Um, where like everyone and their grandma gets some kind of deal to do, to run the cars, or
Yep.
and it might only be 10% off, whatever. Like, I get it. It helps those people with cost, and like the last episode, I think you might have talked about it.
Mhm.
It helps people with cost. I get that. It is expensive. I just feel like it's not as exclusive as it used to be. Like, there's not that same kind of like, oh, I made the team. And honestly, that, like, when I first started, and then they're like, oh, you're pretty good. You could probably, get a couple sponsors. I'm like, oh, you think? Like, that's cool. And then I got a couple, doing race reports every race. I was racing every other weekend, something like that. And I just got burnt out of that. And then it's kind of opens your eyes a little bit, and you're like, well, everyone does this. Like, that doesn't make anything special about it.
Yeah.
And now I don't even do it. Like, I still have my Mugen deal, and my J Concepts deal, but I think that's more of my track affiliation and being part of more than just, the guy showing up to LCRC racing 6 times a year.
Mhm.
So, but I don't do all the posts and stuff like that, and nothing against anyone
All
that
the
does that
homework.
stuff. If I were to change something, I would make the deals more exclusive to make them feel like they are something.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know that this is something that you can even change in RC. I just wish guys would, and I'm guilty too, because I would also get very mad back in the day, and now it's like, whatever, I'm playing with toy cars. But like, I wish more people could understand, like, dude, you're in the middle of nowhere driving a toy car, and you're not making a living off of it. Like, don't go trying to fight a guy. Don't like, don't be screaming on the stand at the marshals. Like, you're the one that wrecked in the first place.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. Like, relax. But in my life anymore, I go RC racing to hang out with my friends and drive RC cars in the meantime.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know. That's nothing that you can really ever change. It's just, yeah, I don't. But yeah, those would be my two things that I feel like need a change.
What would you tell newcomers to LCRC that are coming to LCRC for the first time, Cody?
Um, like, I'm just thinking, like, like, if they're asking me, like, oh, what tires? Well, then, blue and green reflexes and relapses. As far as coming there, like, make sure you're on it. It's not even just LCRC, it's anywhere. Make sure your stuff is put together, and the biggest thing is to have fun, of course. Don't set the bar too high, because if you're coming from I'm not even going to say any trash because I don't want to make people feel like it's different. But
You can.
if you're coming to an event like that, don't set the bar like, oh, I'm going to make the A main at LCRC. Like, there's a different breed
It's a different
of
level.
drivers.
Yeah.
Well, at LCRC,
Yeah.
it's, you know, all the local tracks from 5 hours in each direction, all of those 2-3 local fast guys all meeting together. So now there's like 20 local fast guys you gotta fight
it's
with.
where you go to see where your local fast guy stacks up against the other local fast guys. Like, you know, your local fast guys you kind of look up to, go like, these guys are like the fastest guys in the whole universe. Then you come here where they're all together and you go, holy crap, there's people faster than that. Wow.
And then there's still
can't
the
even say
expert
8
class.
hours.
Yeah.
Like we had that talk with Kevin. You can't even say 8 hours or like 5 hours away.
Oh yeah, like
You know,
normally
it's
they
like-
LCRC pulls
like
like
LCRC
7 to 10 states on a normal race.
California is fast.
LCRC pulls people like nationally to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
It was the season opener of last year event. Somebody from Finland was there, and Kevin sat him next to me. It was an associated driver. I can't remember his name, but it was very cool. Used to be sponsored and work with JQ, and then he was over there because his parents wanted to do a vacation, and then plus it was good driving time for him because
They left him there.
it was normally going to be
It
out
wasn't
of
Max, was
season
it?
for him in Finland. So that was very cool to talk and hang out with him for the weekend.
That's awesome.
Associated driver.
cool.
Was it
And
Yoda?
then I wouldn't even say like we're just talking local
look that
fast
up.
people, but say last year quite a bit, Lutz would come do some testing on a random event, not just Mugen, things like that, because he's from Ohio.
Mhm.
So you're now racing against people that are paid to do this. For
Well,
a
I
living.
mean, even Harmer, you know, he doesn't
Yep,
get paid, but
Harmer.
he got what, 3rd in
And
Nitro.
Schreffler.
Yeah, Schreffler
I
too.
count Schreffler
You
up
know,
there, too. Yep.
like there's also the still handful of when the big shoes come into town. It's not like our handful is only a second or 2 seconds behind
No,
them. It's our handful is in the middle of the stack.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
so like
Yeah, you probably got big guys that show up there and they're like, oh, they're actually faster.
yeah, like, and
Yeah.
I will say this till I'm blue in the face. Our region of, you know, like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Jersey, Virginia, New York, like this Northeast with a little bit of Ohio region, I think has the baddest drivers in the country, or at least produces the baddest drivers.
Yeah.
I mean, bad in a good way, of course.
Right.
Cody, so what really grinds your gears?
He pulls out a list.
I've been trying.
What doesn't would be a
I've been
shorter
waiting
list.
for this.
There's a yellow jacket in that list. Look.
And don't hold back, please. Just let us know. Set the story straight for everybody.
Man, you know, I've been trying to have enough beverages since about 2:00 today to get myself in the zone to do something like this.
Get him the Skippy.
We can revisit this
Yeah, we
question
gotta go back
later.
and make that.
About 3 more beers.
We'll be there in 3 hours with
let's
Skippy.
revisit it. I mean, I'm, and I knew this question was coming, so like I was trying to all week try to think of like different things, and go figure I can't remember any of them right now. But
Yeah.
that's not true either. I do have a couple, but let's revisit that.
We'll save
real
that for
close
hot
to the end
cakes.
here. Let me get-
For hotcakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. We can revisit that. I'll give something.
Okay. So you guys want to go into recapping the Mugen challenge for
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
And then we'll revisit that. Then I got a hot take as well that we can talk about after.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Do we need
Cody,
drop
did
a
you
Oh,
commercial
make
yeah.
now, or...
Yeah, let's do a commercial and take a little potty break. So our friends down at ACS, we appreciate all their support. It is not this upcoming Friday, but the Friday after, the 12th. They're reopening their 1RC oval track. I went and checked it out today. It looks way bigger than you think, because they obviously made it bigger, but it looks way bigger still. It's a super speedway. It's a big one. It took a blue chew, you know what I mean? So here's our friends down at ACS.
So, how do you hobby? At ACS Hobbies, we've got everything to fuel your passion and spark your creativity. Whether you're into RC cars, model trains, boats, or planes, We have a huge selection of kits, parts, and accessories. Need paints or tools? We've got you covered. Test your skills on our RC crawler course or race on our oval track. There's always something fun to do. Plus, discover an awesome range of games for all ages. ACS Hobbies is your ultimate destination for hobby enthusiasts. Visit us today and start building your next adventure.
And we are back from our break. So we're gonna get into Mugen Challenge, the big bad thing that just happened. I'm still, as I said earlier, I'm still falling off the high because that obviously is the biggest race Davy's ever race directed and announced, the biggest, baddest thing we've ever done in our lives, and that I want that to be on my headstone whenever I die.
2025.
Right underneath where was loved or whatever. Then 50% race director for 2025.
No, that goes up top. Was loved at the bottom.
Anyways, I thought it was a great race. I mean, I wanted 500 entries for a few different reasons.
Yeah, so let's take note. He's been setting records for every event except the biggest event they hold every year.
Yeah.
Who else thinks that's funny?
Yeah. So
It's not his fault though. There was a lot going on.
yeah, there's the Ebuggy Worlds, and I think there was a couple other races not too far outside of the region. And weather didn't look great on the forecast. I know going into it. It didn't rain one bit.
Sketchy.
Yeah, the weather.
No,
the weather didn't look good.
At least while we were racing,
there was
it didn't rain. It rained every night.
Yeah,
until one night.
there was like 3 drops Saturday night or something. But man, it rained Wednesday night, and it didn't rain till what was it, like 7 o'clock Sunday, or maybe even 8 o'clock till it started raining Sunday night. So
right when everyone started filing in there at the end.
yeah, so the event was beautiful weather-wise, but the forecast said otherwise until we got to each part. Saturday we're like, we don't know about tomorrow, and then Sunday comes and we're like, oh, it'll work. But it was kind of funny.
It was like 2 o'clock. It's coming.
Yeah.
3 o'clock. It's coming.
Yep.
We might get this in. It's not coming anymore. And then downpour at 7 o'clock.
Well, so Saturday night, Kevin was like, all right. He's like, so the plan is, we're racing at 6 or 6:30 or whichever one it was. He's like, race 1 on the tone at 6.
Nuts.
And he's like, but realistically, I'm going to wake up at 5, look outside, see a tornado, send a text out, make a Facebook post, and go back to bed. And so, I'm already exhausted. So I'm in my head, I really want to do mains, but I don't think I'll be too upset, sitting around while it's raining.
Waking up at 6, being
It was
in the
funny
booth at
because
6 a.m. Yeah, it's almost like
we're up there talking, and Ethan Mechanic and I were talking about setup stuff, and I think we'll probably lead into this in a little bit, but during the qualifiers, the track conditions were not normal. It was definitely
Looser.
harder to tune to. And so Ethan and I were talking about setup changes, and then at the end of our conversation, we're like, oh, wait, it's going to pour rain tonight, and we can just keep the setups that we got, go back to what we know, and it's going to be super high bite tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have sawdust in my socks, but it's going to be super high bite, just like you say, Ethan, and we'll be back to normal. What didn't happen?
Double bars ready.
Yep. It didn't rain.
I slept in the car last night because the dog was being weird. So me and the dog went in the car, and it was I think it was 3:30 till I finally got to close my 3:30 in the morning. I closed my eyes, and I woke up at 4:30, and I checked the weather, and then there's this big red thing on the radar that's just supposed to hit us right around 5:36, and I see that, and I'm like, we're gonna delay, I bet. I'm going to set my alarm to 5:15. Don't have to be in the booth till 6. Set my alarm to 5:15, get another little nappy poo in, wake up at 5:15. There's nothing on my windshield, and I check the radar, and the radar is calling for sunny and 75. And I'm like, fuck, we're racing. I just ran in, showered quick, and ran up to the booth.
I mean, I would have been cool with a 2-hour delay. You know what I mean? Being in the booth at 6 a.m. Wow, that is ridiculous. But maybe make it 8 a.m. All right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I understand. We had to start
Yeah,
at 6 with the
yeah.
races. We had to get through at their allotted planned times, like that.
But
That's something we had to
being in the
do.
booth at like 6 a.m. makes you question, like, wow.
Especially because we were in there at 6 a.m. the day before.
That too.
And then
like,
we
wow.
were in there at 6 a.m. the day before that.
Yeah, I never thought I would be in this situation.
I was doing the math with Mike on the way back. I think it was like 40 some hours we spent in the booth over the weekend.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So, pretty wild. And, I never felt tired until it was, the allotted time to sleep. I was just having the time of my life the whole time.
Yeah, you were tickled pink for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was that. You guys want to talk about anything specific on your own personal ends about how the event was for you? I got a list of some things here.
Mike, I'll let you go.
I mean, there's nothing specific personally, other than I just wanted to comment on just how different overall the track was this event compared to all the other events this year. And the common denominator was rain and sawdust. You know what I mean? So it's actually crazy how big of a difference that makes,
Cody, you want to
But-
lead in that conversation too?
Yeah, I think part of what happened is there was no detergent in the water for the
Mhm.
first 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah, so like Thursday, Friday, and I don't think it was till like halfway through Saturday that we're like, oh man, like we need to put soap in this, because the soap actually does help hold the water in there. And this is
Yeah.
probably the first one that's been watered multiple times without soap and it never grooved up. Also, when we were building the track, it was super dry that week. Like the one week that we wished it would have rained a little bit, it didn't. And it made the track very hard to work with as far as putting jumps in, rolling stuff in. Like,
Well, I don't think any of the
just
jumps were
based
falling
off
apart or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
No.
nothing was falling apart.
And the thing with the jumps, like when we're building the jumps, I'm watering that dirt as it's being built.
Right.
Then we water like where the jumps sit. But like when you're rolling in straightaways when it's that dry,
Yeah, you're not doing anything.
everywhere you turn, yeah, it's just every time you would turn, it's like flaking it up
Right.
or just patting it.
Yeah,
onto the top
it's
of
like
what is already
borderline a waste
solid.
of time. Or you make that like sub layer on top, that crust, and it's so thin, so that
Yeah.
the moment it gets a little bit too dry, it starts peeling. Next thing you know, you have a pothole.
Yeah, and so it was a combination of how dry it was building it, and then I was never not that I didn't believe in the detergent stuff. I was just like, how much does this actually do? And I feel like we kind of got taught as to, it does actually do something. Because once we got enough of it on there, it was starting to actually hold moisture.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, on top of the track condition, I like the detergent definitely helped, but I think I'll take some blame because we lost it Friday during practice. That's when we actually lost it, because I was really trying to get everyone as much time on track running their cars as they could, and I was trying to stick to the annotated main water schedule. And we did a little bit more than that, but I think it got way warmer and the sun was way hotter than what we all thought it was going to be. And so we ended up going 90 minutes plus in between waters on Friday. And that's, I think, when we lost it.
There was a point on Friday though that we did have a groove.
Yeah,
And then
no.
I think we overdid it on the water. Like we should have been watering the fluff or something to try to build the groove up more.
Oh, okay.
And I think we just ended up watering the groove part too much,
Wash
and
the
it
groove
just
out.
washed
Yeah.
itself away.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, well, screw you guys. You don't want me here. I'm not coming back.
Yeah. Well, I think
Because
we
then
did get it back,
after
though.
a little bit,
Not
yeah,
a good one, yeah, but
Saturday night, but that's because it was
the
nighttime.
moisture was
and it
coming up from the
cooling.
ground, yeah.
Moisture was
Yeah.
coming up, and then we were able to water at night there a couple times to try to get some of that traction
Yeah.
back. But I'm not upset. I'm honestly not upset with it.
No, it was a good
It's
time.
the Mugen challenge.
Yeah.
It's just another challenge thrown at you, driving in
Yeah.
loose dirt,
Yeah.
like off-road's supposed to be.
Well, I had some
Certain sections
people.
of the track.
I had some people gripe at me a little bit come second round when we were watering before each division to try to catch back up with it.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, we don't want to race." I'm like, "Dude, you're not going to race in mud. Like, the track crew here is fucking magical. It's not going to be mud, and you're going to be on the track in 4 minutes." And
it's so dry, it was soaking it
yeah,
up anyways.
and by the end of all of it, pretty much everyone that complained to me were like, "Hey, like, you were right." And I'm like, I wasn't right. The people here telling me what to do were right. Like, it's going to work out. You just got to trust the people that know the dirt.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, overall though, like, yeah, it was challenging for everybody. But that's the key thing, is challenging for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not one class that had a bad track or one heat. It's everybody.
Yeah,
And this whole time it was never
it's not
bad.
like it
either.
wasn't bad.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't bad. It just nobody was prepared for it. Which is totally
I mean,
fine.
you had people frantically
And that's why,
changing
like,
tires.
and like after mains, that's why Gavin and I went out there with 4 different sets of tires to see what actually works.
Right.
And we found out what works. Like,
And what worked?
clays.
Really?
I have clays in
Oh,
my
we-
box.
We took a note
From ran
from
the
what
silver relapse.
Ryan Lutz did, because Ryan Lutz ran clays in his mains, all of his
Yep.
mains.
Mhm.
So we took a note from Ryan. We didn't come up with it. So all credit to Ryan. And we tried clays on our cars, and Gavin was able to match the hot lap of Lutz on clay.
His tire choice was very dependent on our water schedule as well. If we were going to water before he was up, he was going to run the new, I think it was a pink compound deal.
That's their super
Yeah,
soft.
that's
I think,
like a clay
Oh,
compound.
okay.
Yeah, a pink gumball is what it's called, unless they have a
It's
pro
probably like-
version of it. But
Is that like the silver for J Concepts?
It would be.
yeah, I think
if
it's
that's
even
their
different,
clay.
more different than silver than from JC, but it'd be the most comparable. Yeah, like ours for the promotional is the clay Oro, which is like a super soft clay, essentially. But it's way more rigid than even a soft tire,
Hmm.
But yeah,
He also had
it was
something
crazy.
else he was testing there, but I don't know if we're allowed to discuss that or not, so I'll just leave it be.
Yeah, probably not.
So.
Give us a hint.
Probably.
Oh, look, he even froze. Look, he even froze his
He did
internet.
freeze.
Let's shut him down.
Yeah.
And I love the face he's giving too. He's like, "Come on, guys."
FBI's texting him, shut up right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next
That's
thing he's gonna
funny.
show what it's
Well, that
I will
There he
say,
is. He's
Hey!
funny,
Yeah.
Drake went out with
Double bars.
green or blue double bars,
Yeah.
the one qualifier.
he ran him a lot.
like,
he was on double bars
he-
the
he
entire
did-
weekend.
He was on one of his
Yeah,
mains. at
well,
least.
he ran reflexes in the mains.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was on
shit, I missed
double
that.
bars in one of his
Yeah.
mains because I swear he pulled
Probably
him
his
to
E-Buggy
fifty.
main, he was on
yeah.
double
I think
bars.
Ebuggy.
Yeah.
He said he liked them, because which it was hard to believe that bars were working when it was that dusty.
Well, when you can drive.
Yeah,
and
when
go.
you can drive the car within
Right,
the width of a
that's-
car. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm getting
I re-
at. So a lot of those top guys and fast guys are going out on bars, and of course they're fast because they're fast no matter what tire they put on there.
I ran.
And I was sitting in the
okay.
hobby shop, and there was 3 or 4 people that came up and bought double bars after that qualifier, and I'm just like,
The system works.
Good for
I'm not
sales.
yeah, it's like, I understand that those guys made it look fast because they make a crap car look fast. If it's crap, then you never know. But like, you're not them. Like
Yep.
their hands working that radio are like a computer.
Yeah.
Working it. Like they're within that 1 to 2 foot line the whole way around the track every single lap.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also have the skills, if they get a little loose, they can correct it, and it looks like
Like
There was
nothing. Yeah,
nothing
they meant
wrong.
to do that. Yeah. Nothing.
My qualifier 1, I ran a blue reflex, and it was absolutely horrible. Then qualifier 2 and in the mains, I ran green double bars, and I loved them.
On-
and
do
I
you
thought
think
they
maybe
did
it was
very
just
well.
the compound? You think you just went too hard with the reflexes?
I also think the tread pattern worked very well too. I think at the time, so the reflex, it was like one of the hottest parts of the day on the Saturday. It was very hot out, I didn't think it would be that far off. Plus, the operating window of the blue's pretty large. So even if I missed, I didn't think I would miss by that much.
Yeah.
But I ran green double bar, and I think the hybrid bar and pin style design works really well. It was Adam that
That's
kind
the
of
best
convinced me
one.
to do that. One of his suggestions is if you're going to be fast on the track, that tire will be the fastest. But if you're going to be the slowest on the track, so is everyone else. He kind of put it in like a different type of perspective that everyone's driving through that same spot of the track. So it could either be fast in the slow section or slow in the fast, or vice versa, however
Fast
that
or
goes.
easy, like fast or
Yeah.
easy.
But as long as you can put the car where it needs to be, it's your choice what section you want to be fast in.
Yeah. I was checking shit. I was too scared to put them on.
Yeah, reflex is normally my go-to safe bet, but
I felt good. I felt good in reflexes, and I think I actually ran blue relapses in the first round.
how were
and
they?
I was happy with them. I was
Yeah.
happy with them. And then the second round, I went all reflex, all green reflex, because we were watering right before every class. So like truck, I was only 1, 2, 3 after the water. So like there was still some moisture out there, and it wasn't getting, if it was a blue groove, it'd be a little different story. But green reflex, I thought worked well.
I kind of stacked the cards there for Q2 because I knew I was watering right before my own main. So I was like, I'm going to put a little extra. I'm going out on greens. No, I'm just kidding. But I think might have been Shane Laux asked me what tires I'm putting on. He's like, you're going out on bars? I go, yeah, I'm watering the track right before we go. So.
See, I went out on green dirt bites in Q1. And I think if they were blue, or not dirt bites, I keep saying dirt bites, they were teasers. Green teasers in Q1. And I think if they were blues, they would have been way better. Because I had so much traction, but it was too much where every little divot I caught, the car folded over and rolled. But in Q2, I mean, that shot me up a bazillion positions. I got 10 laps in Q2. So I'm like, fucking right, green teasers.
Is that when you ran the teasers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get on A-Main here one of these days and buy out what stock they have left, before I can't get them anymore.
I always loved teasers.
That's what Ezra said too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
teasers were always on my Ebuggy.
I want to try to keep the train. Oh, go ahead, Mike. I don't want to cut you off.
Say, Alex, I mean, you were even making comments during practice, like with my car. So all those times that I was putting in like those decent laps, I was on clay. Like teasers, basically.
Yeah.
Then practice.
Interesting.
So I need more clay compounds, huh?
Yeah. Bye.
For that weekend, for some reason, clays were just ridiculous.
Dog.
Oh, hey, look, a kitty cat.
Oh, he's somewhere else.
It's a nice fucking kitty right there. But more with the recap. Try to keep the train rolling here. So I'm going to talk about this one thing because I don't want us to bring it up on another thing. So I want to talk about the ice rink.
Aha! The JC ice rink.
I'll start because the point of it was a high traction section, and the point of it was, as Cody says, the point was something different, and that's exactly what happened. But it ended up.
Cody, were you a part of creating that?
I really wanted to get the outdoor blue carpet that he puts on the inside of the oval and put it like catty cornered through that section. So you're like jumping on the carpet, around on carpet, onto carpet, jump on the dirt and back on the carpet. So it'd be like dirt, carpet, dirt, carpet, dirt.
I think I like that idea better.
I really like that idea.
I mean, realistically, that was going to be a super pain to do because you have to bury the carpet and dig it out a couple inches and do all the things. And he's like, well, how about we put fryer oil on it? I'm like, all right, yeah. I was like, is that what you put on the oval when we burnt tires off? He's like, yeah, but I don't know what it's going to do on this dirt. And granted, the oval was clay, and we were really bolting tires a 5-minute run. So
nice.
We're like, all right, let's see what it does. And yeah, I don't want to go too far if we're going to talk about it here a little bit, but yeah, that's basically what my input was.
Several
If you
beers
think that
later,
they're-
we're dumping thousands of gallons
And
of
it-
however much of oil.
And
in
it
the
was
track.
funny because, you know, it started out like Thursday, and Kevin, you know, I'm talking to Kevin, he's like, hey, see that right side of the track over there at the Harry's Corner?
I can picture the
Like,
smug
yeah.
look on his face.
He's
It
like,
looks something
he's
like
like,
that.
I did something special this time. I'm like, what'd you do? He's
Yeah.
like, a little bit of fryer oil. I'm like, oh yeah, where at? And he's like, you'll see. And then by the end of Thursday, like, that was the one black section of the track, and like Toby even took a picture of it. Got groove or something.
No,
But,
apparently not.
Well, like Thursday and Friday, it was all right. It was, and then just all of a sudden on Saturday, it's like fuck.
No, I think
It started fading
later
on
in
Friday.
it was
Yeah,
starting to rear
it
its
started
head.
fading.
Because I even said to him at one point, I was like, I think it's getting slippy. I was like, because I feel like I'm pushing over there, and then I got it, like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
drifting through it,
Yeah.
coming up around.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I think it's getting slippy. He's like, no. It's like, just give it a little bit more time. I'm like, all right. yeah. And then Friday night into Saturday, it's like, oh no, this is
Yeah,
oil on this dirt is slippy.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it,
but it still worked for its overall
Yes.
goal, and I was happy
being
with it.
yes, I
something.
love
I
yeah.
enjoyed the feature.
yeah, and it.
I
What was-
want to put more down for the cancer race.
What
Yeah,
was
well,
nice?
I think you're gonna have to because
Yeah, it's
the
all
guys
gone
that
now.
were practicing there Friday said that it all
Yeah.
deteriorated.
Yeah.
It broke up on the top and it's gone.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
I-
so I just want to do like the 4-foot line.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
starting to do that even Sunday. Like there was pockets of it just pulled.
Oh,
off.
Monday it looked
You know
even.
what I mean?
Monday morning it looked completely different
Oh,
from
yeah.
Sunday night, just overnight.
Yeah.
In the rain and everything.
It was like little tiny moon craters
Yeah.
everywhere. It just peeled away.
But what I really liked about it was where it was, because it was a very slow speed section to begin with. I don't think any wrecks were caused because of the surface in that spot. Yeah, it might have slowed people down or whatever, but like it wasn't a high wreck area. It wasn't even a wreck area to begin with. It just
Well,
slowed
you wouldn't
people
traction
down.
roll, you would just slide.
Yeah, and so
Yeah, that and
was the cool thing.
Like everybody was under the understanding that like it is loose over there. So like when
Yeah,
they would see somebody
yeah.
get loose in front of you, they would always check up.
Mhm.
No one pushed a scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's
I did a couple
so, like-
360s.
I did too.
It was almost faster
Yeah.
to do a 360 entry,
Oh,
I think,
so,
than a normal way.
Yeah.
In my nitro buggy, my line was push so far out you take out the marshal's ankles that are underneath Toby, and then basically wall ride the dirt low around the outside because the car would just not
Well,
work
I kept
through that
saying
section.
in the JC roundabout, if more dirt was up against the wall there, because there was like a gap, and I'm like, if I tried to wall ride it, I'd probably have a wedgie and stick.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
right-
you'd go right
like,
through the mail slot.
swing
Yeah.
it, you know.
Yep.
But because it was the layout before one of the layouts this year, where we'd come down the hill, we'd come from the left to the right over a jump. I think it was the last layout, and if you overshot it, you just kind of landed on the wall, and you could still just grip it and rip it, and just like ride the cushion the whole way around. But you couldn't ride the cushion on this layout because there was a groundhog hole keeping you from trying that.
In my nitro buggy B main, I sprint card it because you guys had just watered like a race or two, like a race before it, if not before it.
Mhm.
So the outside groove was all water still because you just did the fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I pushed a little wide on the second 180, like going towards Harry's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had guys on the inside of me, and I just pulled it like a Denny Hamlin around the pipe in the moisture part and up onto the wall at JC, and then came back down around and
Awesome.
actually got back around the 2-3 guys.
Like two trailer
Yeah.
park girls doing
That
around
was
the
great.
outside.
You should write that down. I'm gonna say that on the mic.
I did that already. Somebody
Oh,
said that
missed
the other
it.
race.
Missed it. Anyone have anything else to add specifically about the ice rink section?
Uh,
No.
Okay, so without
it,
I
it,
just
it,
wanted-
I just,
I
it
would
served
just-
its purpose. That's all
Yeah.
I have to say about it. I don't
Cody.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to reiterate that. Did it do what we intended to do and create a different surface? Yes. Did it do what we thought it would do? No.
And
Just to get that on
Yeah.
here, so
Yeah.
whenever Kevin
So,
tries
like-
to apologize for it, it's like no.
Yeah, there's no need to
Yeah.
apologize.
I would
Yeah.
think.
I'd rather
I
slide than
like it.
traction roll in one turn too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I would think.
Again
that-
though, It all comes back to everybody experienced the exact same issue on the track at every single run. You know what I mean? Nobody was at an advantage or disadvantage. It was the same for
Yep.
everybody.
Right.
So beyond that, my next thing, I got 2 more things on the recap to talk about. My next thing is, without mentioning the ice rink, what was your favorite feature in the layout? I'll start. I like the double-double that could be a triple-single. Or no, the quad, was it? Yeah, the double-double.
No, it was a triple.
It's triple.
It was a triple.
Oh, it was a
double
double
stick
single
downhill?
or a triple.
Double single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the down the hole on the left. I cleared the whole thing fucking every time I Ebuggy, and it was the easiest thing to do.
Never did.
That was my favorite feature.
I really like the step up going uphill, like right after the skating rink.
Oh,
Cody,
yeah,
I think
that's
you said you
wonderful,
didn't like it, but it was very picturesque, and that the kicker was just perfect.
Yeah.
And then it was up to you if you wanted to jump all the way to the apex or land it short and
Yeah.
then keep going. I really like that.
And if you
I thought it
looked at
worked good.
how they did the pipe work too, if you were marshalling at the telephone pole there, like the lander was probably 3 to 4 feet wider of a lane than the takeoff was. So
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
it was hard
It
to
was safe.
not land
It was safe. It was actually
on the running side of the pipe. So I liked how they did that.
I wouldn't say I don't like it, Taylor. I feel like it might have been better if we had a downsided landing for it, like
Okay.
somewhere to actually shoot for,
Yeah.
rather than just shoot wherever you want. That was
Yeah.
my biggest thing. I think it turned out great. It was a great takeoff, and I think it's a great takeoff to build a little bit more of a steeper landing to try to
Yeah.
hop yourself and time something,
Mhm.
which, and it didn't turn out bad. I just critiquing how we built it. I would have probably threw a landing halfway between the shortest spot to hit it and the turn.
That might have been neat if you would have built a 4 or 5 feet of a lander up in the air, so you would have to shoot real high and time
Yeah.
the downhill. Like if you had enough
Yeah.
dirt to make it more difficult, so you couldn't just with some speed and jump up on the flat. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But you'd have to shoot yourself up and then land down. That would be cool. I like that idea.
Yeah. But aside from that, and then it's like I don't mean to keep interrupting or whatever, but Alex
This
said
is your
about how the
podcast.
landing's like Alex said about how the landing was like 3 to 4 feet wider. If you look at most of the jumps, the landings are almost always wider than the takeoff.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Well, yeah. I noticed that step up seemed to be
Um,
exceptionally
exceptionally.
wider than the norm for how you guys
Yeah.
build them, though. It
Es-
seemed.
Especially when we're going up on top there, because it's not perpendicular.
It's farther away. It's not. Because
Yeah,
you're
the
not
parallax
It's
tube in a
not
tube.
going
to
that
the
way.
Yeah.
it's not perpendicular to the driver's
I think your
stand,
depth
whereas,
perception's
like,
different because it's
people
10
that
feet
drive
off.
there all the time. Yeah, like people that drive there all the time, you don't even notice it.
Yeah.
Like you just drive away from the wall. Whereas like
Mhm.
people that are coming for the first time, they try to hit that thing straight with the wall, and then they're out in the
Mhm.
dingweeds off the track. That's what happens at Dave's pole a lot. You jump in the opposite way, you end up
Yep.
hitting the telephone pole because you think you're jumping straight with the wall. And that is not the case.
So Cody, what was your favorite feature?
I did enjoy, so like easy fun for everyone. I enjoyed the Supercross double, and then it was a nice flowing turn, which I was kind of wondering if it would turn out that well because we literally flipped the track
Right.
from what it was. But I felt like the Supercross and around into that little
Kicker,
inside
the nitro
double.
caddy kicker.
Yeah.
Like I think that turned out exceptionally well.
No, I really
compared
like
to
that.
how I was thinking it might.
Yeah.
Because I was super nervous that it might feel weird driving it after having driven it the other way.
Yeah.
But I think the trick. No, sorry, excuse me. Now you're getting me here.
We're almost to the hot takes.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, keep
I
them
think,
flowing.
I think the track backwards almost flowed better than it did the other way.
No, I completely
Yeah.
agree because I hated what we call the Nitro Caddy kicker when it was
The other way
when
around.
at the Pro Tech Cup
Yeah,
when it
it
was the
almost
other way
didn't
around.
make sense.
I
You have
hated
the
that
little hump
feature.
over here.
I hated it. I hated that little hump. You know, like it was fine. I didn't wreck on it, but I just thought it was a stupid little hump. You know?
Yeah,
Me too.
it's like it's supposed to go
Coming
the other
into
way.
the 180 with a short run up
Yeah.
to the big kicker, I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
I always
Yeah.
went
But
around
then
it usually.
Now, when he got the lander to a short, tight one, and then you get the little hip jump.
Yeah,
I
it was
liked
so.
that
I
way.
just
Yeah.
I just landed and scrubbed and a little squeeze of the throttle and I kicked right over it, landed almost in the apex for the 6-pack, and away we went. It just felt easy. It felt fast. It felt smooth.
Right, the track did flow very well.
Mike.
I really did enjoy it once I got the 6-pack down because I was making jokes Friday before I finally was able to do it consistently, the triple at least. I was saying like, man, whoever put the 6-pack in here, they can just F off. Like they suck. Like who would do something like this? This is so stupid. And then I finally got it down. So like by the end of the weekend, from Supercross around kicker, 6-pack, and then Mount Mugen, and then you get to just rip on it going down the hill into that triple. I think that was just a fun inside section, like
Yeah.
internal section of that
Yeah.
track
Yep.
to drive, especially when you nailed it and you're like, oh yeah, that felt awesome.
I agree.
Mike, what was your favorite feature?
So, Cody, I know you and I talked, like, it was a Thursday or Friday, you and I were talking about the track. So, I think the first thing I said to you was, I think the track is better backwards.
Mhm.
I honestly do. It everything about it, like, I don't have one favorite feature because I think the whole track was actually really good. I liked it a lot backwards, more so than the other direction. The whole infield flowed way better. I thought like the step downs going into the double, into the tabletop, and then back up the hill. I thought it was great. I only have one gripe, and it was the jump away from you double.
Yep.
That the lander is literally in the corner.
Yep.
You know what I
The
mean?
left side
So
double.
and it's,
yeah.
and it's
yeah.
slightly
Because you had
Yeah.
and it's slightly too far
Yep.
than really what's allotted for run up.
you had
to
to scrub the top
to the
of
grip
it.
that was available in the track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where come main day, most people weren't hitting it.
It was easier to
because
roll
it
it.
wasn't consistent
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. They weren't losing much time.
If you
with
hit it, you blew it
you
out
know.
for the roller section before
Yeah,
turn 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
in the B main of Buggy, Hardison ended up lapping me towards the end, and I was kind of just hanging with him for a couple laps, and he was doubling and getting around onto the rollers, and I was just shorting it into the face of the landing and hugging the inside and around.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
losing any time to him.
No, yeah.
While is it like, why would you put a jump there if you can't clear it and make the turn, this and that? I think it added a cool aspect to like the hot shots are going to double hit the inside and maybe be a tenth faster, if that. And you know, you got to pick your poison. Are you going to jump it and maybe get a little wide and drift it and into the roller? Or are you going to short shoot it? That's another. Maybe that's part of my signature thing. That's my jump and
Make 'em
bounce
think
and
about it.
roll
Yeah.
and type layouts.
Yeah.
Because you know when we do get the fast guys there, they want something that's going to set them apart
Mm-hmm.
from
I
the
would
rest of
agree,
the field.
yeah,
They don't want
yeah.
an easy fast layout, this and
You
that.
need
So,
a gib
like,
jump here and there.
between-
somewhere, you know?
We didn't have a gib jump on this one.
Well,
between
let's
the
give jump the caddy corner.
6-pack and the triple and that double into the rollers, I feel like we had a good mix of like, what do you do here? Do you risk it to win the biscuit, or do you play it safe and stay consistent? Type of deal. But yeah, I mean that's kind of how it turned out. I mean, whenever we were testing it, we were like, oh yeah, well, it'll be fine. Then we got pipe on it. It's like it's a little short. But
Too
yeah,
late now.
I can see where it comes from.
Yeah.
Even once-
It's just a small gripe. Like it was
Right.
not impacting, the total score. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, it overall, like, if the track stays identical to the way it is for the cancer race, I'm happy.
It
Yeah.
is.
So
Even when Lutz wasn't set up completely perfect, there were a bunch of times he would just single. that section right there, and he,
Yeah.
hit the inside. And if he's doing it, still running what, like a 34 something, possibly whatever
34
lap
mile.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not that slow.
Yeah. I remember telling Zach on the headset, I'm like, man, I feel slow doing this, but you know what I'm not doing? Sitting upside down.
Yep. Or tubing it into
There's
the
so-
pipe and getting stuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't enough grip to really make it, but there also wasn't grip to stop.
Yeah, after
So, like,
right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you would definitely, if you had just too much speed where like you cleared it, but you cleared it too much, you were just locked up.
Yep.
Sliding to
Yeah.
the outside.
It's just like the triple. Like the triple early on was really easy to do when the track was wet. You know, come like Thursday, Friday, but come Saturday, Sunday, a lot of people went double single. Because you couldn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that triple could really bite you hard if you were a little short.
oh yeah, there's so
Put you into the
God, so many
straight.
cars went into the straightaway. Yeah.
Alex, you said you might be tight on time. Do you want to lead into a couple other topics?
Well, I want
Yeah,
Davey
Okay.
Yeah.
to do
sorry.
his favorite feature, and I got one more thing to talk about with LCRC that's quick. But
Oh, I don't know. If I would make it quick, I can probably copy and paste most of what Uncle Mike said. Like, there's nothing that, oh, this was like my favorite section, but like, yeah, the down the steps actually worked really nice into the super jump, the kicker, and then, but I'm never able to figure out the ice rink, never able to figure out the 6-pack. I was always double single in just because whether that's car or skill issue, I didn't feel any issue double single in the big long triple. The little irk that you couldn't clear that left side double just because it's a jump. I want to jump. Other than that, everything was cool.
fair enough. Now, I do have one. I want to say congratulations to Ryan Lutz on his sweep, and I apologize I didn't notice until the day after because I was so focused on seeing if Greg Harmer could pull something off. So I hyper-focused, and Lutz, amazing drive in all cars. Congrats on the sweep. It was killer. Super killer job.
It's his event, basically. Didn't he do it last year, too? Doesn't he, like, all
Last year, we swept except for he got a second in Ebuggy.
Better sweep than I can do.
Behind
That's
who?
what I said. Almost swept 2 years in a row.
And then I just want to... What the button I gotta hit? This button. So I got a picture pulled up. You guys can't see it, but the viewers can see it. It's the crew pic we took after podium pictures and everything with all of us standing there. And I've been really thinking about like this whole picture and the track and how everything works so good. And LCRC has such a kick-ass team. This whole group of blue shirts, and even Toby and his son in the red shirts there on the side, down to AJ and the tiny child AJ in the middle.
Running the hobby shop.
Running the hobby shop while the driver's meeting happening.
So Kevin could do something else.
So the point is, like, this place functions so well because each individual in that picture has, one, they are extremely dedicated. They are extremely excited about helping and the racing, and we're all stoked on it. And everyone has like their own individual job, and everyone is really good at it. And the biggest thing beyond all that is everyone trusts and respects each other in their own segment of what they're doing.
Easy to delegate, like something needs to be done.
Fine.
Yeah.
I need
Shane.
I need a pipe nailed. I'm calling Shane or
Yeah.
Burns. Track needs water. It's Taylor or Cody. Someone's gets taken out by an Ebuggy and is laying on the ground, or a battery's on fire. Kevin.
Something's happening with the computer. Alex, get back in here.
Point being, everyone has a specific job, and then everyone respects that. Just like, hey Burns, when should we water? Hey Taylor, hey Cody, should we water? What should we do this time? And then you guys tell me, I'm like, okay, that's the Bible, or Kevin's like, hey, talk that guy a lap. He just never said that, but then I don't even think about it. I'm just like, oh, you're driving pretty rough, dude. Chill out. And so on and so forth. Just everyone has so much respect for each other and knows that each individual is very good at that one or two or handful of things they are in charge of each weekend. And as Kevin said, I think this is the most kick-ass crew probably in the world running any sort of track. So I'd love to box up the whole crew and take them to every track. You know, like all right,
I'll go in the Connex, pick up.
All right, Cody, get ready. You're building a fucking layout at Motorama. Grab
I
the
think
war
Cody
wagon.
and I will agree. We just want to go somewhere and race for a weekend.
Well, yeah, no, I agree too.
Yeah.
That's where it's like,
Motorama.
I was looking at the schedules. I was looking at schedules of the little bit of tracks that we have left that like we'd be willing to drive to,
yeah,
and unfortunately, nothing is. Like you got WO next weekend. My wife has a bachelor trip, so I'm a bachelorette trip. So, you know,
Your own
I'm
baby
be away
wash,
with the kid.
yeah.
And then even at the end of the year, like all these bachelorette trips that she's been on. Oh yeah, we have 3 weddings within a 6-week span in October and November.
Remember when I
So,
let you go
like,
play with toy cars for a week
Yeah,
straight? Yeah,
dude, coming back, you know.
You're
With
in there.
interest, buddy.
So, unfortunately, this year I do want to make it out to WO at some point. I know you guys don't drive nitro truck unless you get enough, but like I was talking to Kevin, and we'll split his buggies up or something, and he should
Next
drive
year.
one or something. I would like to get out to do some other racing than Kevin's, at least right now, with my one ambition that I have more than usual. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, next year I'll definitely make sure I can try to get as many of y'all can, like get Shane and at least Gavin. I mean, I don't know how busy Shane is outside of the track. I assume he seems pretty busy, but if we can get the nipples to come and get Burnsy out and get the whole crew, that would really tickle my pickle, you know. But
yeah, I think it'd be a good time.
Yeah. So that's all I have on Mugen Challenge. I mean, I can go on and on and on for the next 16 hours, but I want to hear Cody's hot takes. And I want to hear the one Taylor's talking about. So, Taylor, if you want to start with that one.
Right where he froze
Yeah,
and said he
Taylor, you start. I'm gonna.
We might run out of time. Like if you got to be out by 9:30.
Well, you know, if I got a dip, then Davey can sit here and run the computer.
All right. It's hoping Cody will be here for this, so I'm gonna read some stuff on the internet.
He's
Did
back.
we have a name for this subject, or
I don't know what he's talking about.
I still don't know what he's talking about.
remember
Are you
when
reading
we were
like
reading?
people's comments?
Yes. So J Concepts during the Mugen Challenge posted a video of Adam Drake running,
Oh.
and
Could we pull it up and have the viewers see it?
I have.
I have not
Well,
seen
you'd
I know
have
which
to
one you're talking
sort through
about.
all the videos to find which
okay.
one I'm talking
Anywho.
about, though. One of the comments from Grant Barton
Oh, here we go.
about Adam Drake. Hope he's taking it easy. Definitely not going very fast. So
Wow.
the comments that Gage says he definitely, but he's also going a lot faster than you expect. So at least that guy kind of knows what's up. I'll read Adam's replies back because I found them comical as well.
Oh, he replied back. This
Adam-
is good.
Adam himself replied back. Thanks for the feedback. Any videos of you driving? Have a great weekend.
That's funny.
Nice.
Still on the same video, there was another one from a Mark DeGrasse. Seems like it has a lot of understeer, and if it was corrected, you'd have better lap times and more enjoyable to drive.
Baby.
I'd try a little toe out up in the rear.
Oh.
So, Mark is telling Adam, is quoted earlier, the godfather of RC almost, how to set up his car.
Well, I don't think Adam really knows. He's kind of new at this, too.
Weird.
Yeah. So, Adam himself replies back to this guy.
That's so baller.
Maybe you could suggest some setup changes with a question mark? I'll try the rear toe in round 1. And then Mark himself, Mark DeGrasse, replies back to that comment. Can you take a picture of your car right above the rear wheels with a question mark? I'm curious how it looks right now. So,
Like, I'm
I
so
found-
curious of, like,
Does he know who he's talking to?
yeah.
Probably.
Like,
Yeah, I don't. So I think if I remember correctly, Adam because the guy sent a link, right, to like watch this video of me doing it or something like that. I think Adam said it was like a guy driving a sprint car.
Oh, really?
Like
I missed that.
it wasn't even like it wasn't even like an off-road. Like he's not even an off-road racer. He's
That's
a
funny.
oval. I'm assuming it was sprint car oval, not
Yeah.
actual 410 sprint car. But
Mhm.
if it was 410 sprint car, that's even more hilarious. It's like, how are
Yeah.
you to tell us? Yeah, it's funny. Oh, there goes the bank.
So those were all I had for hot takes. Found that quite comical.
That is hilarious. Again, that we got to make that a whole new section, just the popcorn
I
eaters.
think hotcake section was supposed to be right.
Well, hotcakes is its own thing, but then the comments on Facebook should be its own thing. Because you got, I said that. I remember saying on the mic.
You
I
said
forget who.
something.
I was like, someone's car is popping like popcorn all over the place. That doesn't even look even good. It was one of our guys I was picking on, but
Yeah.
might have been Davey. I don't know.
No, it was not me.
Oh.
Cody, I hand the mic over to you, sir.
Start bitching.
Oh. I mean, going on the subject of people comment and stuff like that, like, stay in your lane. Especially the people that try to bitch about what Kevin and Chris are doing, and just the stupid stuff that I hear about. It's like, really, like what? That's fine, and just like they say, okay, well, you build a track in your backyard, and you show us how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure anyone at that place can't do that. And it's honestly, it's not that one person can't do it. They don't have all of us to then continue and improve upon it. Like, I just don't. It blows my mind how anyone can show up at that place and have something to truly bitch about, unless you're a crabby asshole that just shouldn't be there in the first place.
Right.
That's just based off of Taylor's hotcakes there, that with the comments and stuff like that. I did because me and Taylor were talking about it Sunday when we got everything down. Attire at an RC race. I just wish more people would wear like actual shorts and pants, not sweatpants and gym shorts all the time. I just feel like that's a very RC thing. Nothing too major.
This one's very based.
just-
I like that.
I went to give Taylor a little like pre-run of it, and I looked down. I'm like, "Are you wearing gym shorts?" He's like, "Yeah, I would consider these gym shorts."
You
I'm like,
son of a
"Never mind."
I mean, it's hot,
I know. I fit in that
I
category
don't
that
know,
day.
it's just.
So
I feel
Cancer
like
Race
it's
were wearing
very-
3-piece suits. Then.
Well, what about Davey wearing his cutoffs?
It's hot.
That's fine. I don't care if you wear cutoffs and stuff. I'm just like, I've worn cutoffs before.
Yeah, I mean, I do
just-
too.
Like, I mean, I used to. I don't know. Like, do you guys understand what I mean by like real shorts and real?
No,
real
yeah,
pants?
yeah.
Like actual.
And
I
like,
think-
I
Yeah.
just feel like it's a very RC thing of like guys are in gym shorts,
Pajama
all weekend,
pants.
or
No, I think that's normal
pajama
life.
pants, or sweatpants.
Yeah.
It's like,
You gotta be comfortable.
again, that's fine. I'm very comfortable in my
Yeah.
golf
All right.
shorts.
So
and-
Cody's
and-
shtick is gonna be one event. We're gonna have an RC fashion show.
well, that should be on the driver setup sheet. We
So-
talked about.
Oh, what you're wearing?
Let's go
Sweater
back
pants?
to
Okay.
Friday during the pit challenge. Was I qualified?
No,
then?
you should have been DQ'd.
Yeah,
You were over.
You were
It was,
overqualified.
it was either
No, I
the shirt
enjoyed
or the shirt with the
the
backwards
dressed
hat.
up.
It was
If you
amazing.
just turned your hat forward, it would have been fine. Or if you changed your shirt,
Okay,
it would have been
alright.
fine. The backwards hat did not match the button up. It's my
It
opinion.
was like it was instead of business casual, it was corporate casual.
corporate casual. I like it.
I thought you looked great.
You looked very
Listen, that's
down.
how we dressed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean,
Thank you, Cody.
you know, I've seen worse. Don't get me wrong, but I've never been in a frat house and then drive to an RC track like Taylor has either. So I wish I had a picture of it ready.
I'm
So
sure
viewers
Toby's
know.
got one somewhere.
You were definitely the most dapper pit person all weekend,
Oh, for sure.
Taylor.
Thank you.
So if anybody wants a good look at what Taylor was wearing when he arrived and didn't change, watch the pit challenge.
Yeah, on
video.
46 RC.
Or don't watch it.
Yeah. Or don't watch it.
Or
because Taylor dropped the car.
I like the second drop when he collected the fumble and he said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the purple shirt, I approve.
For sure.
What else you got, Cody? That can't be it.
When you're marshaling, and so this happened particular to me in practice of all things. So, guy coming up the 6-pack. I'm not going to say names, but guy coming up the 6-pack in truck right after I was just out. Gets upside down. There's trucks coming up the 6-pack. This guy was a faster guy, but I wasn't just about to flip him and let him get nailed again and or let myself get hit. So I pick him up and get on the other side of Mount Mugen, and I'm holding him there as the other cars are coming up around.
Coming under.
Like I'm trying not to cause a big freaking pileup
Right.
Yeah.
in practice when it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
And he's fast enough, he's going to be around him in the next turn or two. I'm like getting ready to put him down, and he's just full throttle because I'm not putting him down yet.
I would have put him down upside down.
I should have one of these times, I'm going to huck someone's car right off the track. If they're acting an idiot, I'm throwing it to the creek behind the track.
Yeah.
Like, you don't deserve to be on the track at this point.
Well, if you get the Nitro Caddy stop stick and then someone's being an a-hole while you're holding their car, you can just I flamed out. I don't know.
Weird.
Hold it up so that they can see you purposely.
It just flamed out on its own.
Just turn around. So, like, the big thing, because I drive to Harrisburg every day and back for work. It's 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Before on Road Rage, it was like you give someone the bird, and like, you know, then everyone's mad. So now, me and my buddies, the thing we do now is we give everyone a thumbs down and disapproval. That it like mentally is like, oh, that guy's really disappointed in me. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm not mad. I'm
that.
disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, so like that's gonna be my thing on the RC track.
I like it.
gave the guy the finger
I like
during a
it.
qualifier at the last race. Like, you know, it's in the qualifiers, and it's whenever you're like trying to go flip a car over that's in the infield, but they just keep driving away from you, trying to drive over the pipe.
Yeah.
And it's like if you just stop.
Yeah, like I've been
back
following
on
you
track
for 30
already.
seconds.
He just kept going and going and going, and then he floored it at one point when I was right there about to get him, and it threw dirt all over me, and I just looked up to the stand and gave him the double bird. And it was probably on camera. We could probably find it in the recordings because I was right in the center of the track, right at Supercross. And thinking back on it, like that was a good thumbs down moment. Like I'm just gonna start thumb down, like thumbs down. Even if at the moment they don't see it, next time they come around, just thumbs down, like hunker down next to the track.
And just be like,
thumbs down
follow
as
the
we
car
drive
around the corner.
by. Yeah,
I like it.
like, dude, come on, like
I like that one a lot.
again, it's you know you're driving an RC car. I'd get it if it was in a qualifier. Like at that point, I'm holding you up.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Friday in practice. Like relax.
I was on a hot
I mean,
lap.
in all
That's on a
honesty,
heater.
Cody,
That's on
exactly
a
what you
heater.
did even in practice is the exact same thing I would have done it even in a qualifier. Depending on spacing, of course, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Because you-
if it was
you
a
never
qualifier, I
marshal-
definitely
You don't marshal a car in front of another car. You know what I mean?
You try not to.
Yeah.
If someone's coming, I'll hold them up, let them go, and drop them down. You know,
Like,
Yeah.
whoa, wait.
Like, there
I'm not
was
messing
two
up
of them
his run
coming.
because you fucked up. Like,
Yeah, there was two of them coming. It was practice, so I'm like, all right, I'm not going to cause a kerfluffle here. So like, I'll just let him go. I thought you might like that. So, but like in
Oh, my
qualifying, did I have room to get him back out in front of them? Yes, I did. If it was a qualifier, but it wasn't a qualifier,
Yeah.
so it's not like and he lost 2 seconds. It's not like I held him up there for 30 seconds and he got a 4-minute or a 4-minute practice instead of a 5-minute. You know, it was unnecessary. A lot of people like him. I don't anymore. So it doesn't take much for me to not like somebody. Like once you're on my bad side, you're there for a while until I just get over it, and or
I'm
you
gonna-
show
Don't
me that
get
you're
on
actually a good
Cody's
Yeah,
bad
it's,
side.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone write that down. All right.
Write that down.
All
right.
We're gonna get shirts that say that. Now?
I got.
Yeah.
Put it on the screen.
But no, so leaning onto like what you said, the guy like flooring it in your hands or whatever, right? So we all know that runaways happen on tracks, right? And no one ever seems to know how to shut the damn car off, which is fine because not everyone's a nitro person. What do you guys think? You know how Nitro Caddy just came out with their thing, right?
Stop
Easy
stick.
to use to
Yeah.
shove into the flywheel of the thing, right?
Pretty sweet.
What if attach one of those to every cone on the track?
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
See,
Or if
That's a
somebody's
good idea.
running away, somebody can just grab a cone and it has the thing on it and you just shove it into the flywheel. This way no one's getting burned and no one's shoving their finger in a flywheel.
You could
Or
probably
do we
use the
attach
cone.
it in a
Yeah.
cone in such a way that it rips off of the cone, so you can run to wherever you don't have to just grab a cone?
Well, that too.
Kinda
I mean, the
funny
cones are
seeing
small,
people
so it
run
doesn't
with a
matter.
cone.
You know what I mean?
I like the
Well,
concept.
I mean, the cones are small enough.
I like the
No, I
concept.
definitely
They're
like
this
that.
big,
That's cool.
you know?
I was actually because Kevin had 2 of them that Dennis had given him to like try out. And I had one of them in my pit bag, and I had whoever was pitting me use it to shut my car for every time to see how it held up.
Yeah.
Stopping the flywheel. And it doesn't. Supposedly, it's supposed to stop what, like 7 to 8 runaways. So that's like wide open flywheel.
Dennis sat there and
jamming
figured
it
out
in
how
there.
No,
many
he
licks
did.
it took to get
He
to
did.
the center of the Tootsie
Yeah.
Pop
He
on
did.
that one.
That's what I was asking him, and that's what he told me.
So, like we were curious, like okay, 7 8 runaways, and it's not any good. So we're like, okay, well, like what's it look like after a full weekend of stopping flywheels on 2 cars?
Probably nothing.
And it's not. It's
You barely
next
notice
to
it.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like there's obviously marks. Like it's 3D
Yeah.
printed plastic.
Yeah.
Like there's marks, but it didn't do any like
Yeah.
actual real damage. So
Yeah.
that was kind of like a like really 7 8 runaways. Well, let's try it out. And like yeah, just based off of just hitting it to stop. Cause like I use my finger usually.
Well, the pointer bit's the one for runaways.
Okay, I won't
the
use
red
mine.
the red nipple on it. That's for the runaway.
That's for the
pipe.
exhaust.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do on a runaway is just stick that over the exhaust. But if you just straight jamming home without spitting on it, then it's going to be all right a few times.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't like. I normally just find like if a car is running away in front of me, the second I get control of the car, I just find the nearest rock or whatever's on the ground and shove it in the flywheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still,
I
like
love that
having
it's
those
not
things,
that.
yeah, having those things available would not necessarily be a bad thing. I mean, who cares what end you shove into the flywheel as long as you shove something into the flywheel.
Directions unclear.
I like
Yeah.
that idea. The exhaust one definitely like you could almost
work for that,
shove
too.
on the exhaust and walk away. Like it almost like squeezes onto the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because because I think it was Zach or Shane, they tried using the exhaust one, and if you just put it over it, it doesn't have a full secure like close off. So
Okay.
you have to really like almost snap it onto the exhaust
Okay.
for the exhaust one to work. But like I said, I'm a thumb to the flywheel guy on it after a qualifier or something like that. So that's why
Yeah.
we were just trying the bottom part to stop the flywheel.
Yeah, I personally stopped using my bare thumb on flywheel because of the years of buku clutches. I don't know if you know what those are, but and the buku clutch had 3 set screws in the flywheel all the way around it, but
Yeah.
sometimes they got sharp edges.
What?
So like you would go to shut it off and you just slice your finger open.
That sounds.
So-
I always use my foot.
I stopped doing bare skin because of
Understandable, so.
you'd
What's
never
that?
know if someone was using a buku clutch.
Mhm.
It wasn't very often, but you know.
I used the Nitro Caddy bump box template thing too all
Yeah,
weekend.
that thing's cool. I like that.
Yeah,
That one?
it worked well. Yeah,
Yeah.
At first, I was like, I don't know, because I was a little disgruntled at first because I couldn't get Kevin's buggy running, and I'm like, okay, well, I expected this. You know, it hasn't been running for a while and whatever, and like I just couldn't get it. I'm like, whatever. And at one point, I went to hit it, and it wasn't engaging with the flywheel. So I was like, all right, maybe it's this thing not hitting. So I did away with it for a little bit. And then once I was settled back down and everything was good to go, I got it back out. I was like, oh no, it was just user error. But I thought it was very nice to have on there, and you just bugs in there. I feel like you have to press a little harder, maybe.
User error.
It depends on
those
probably
things
the
are
height
Rob's
of it.
emoji proof.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, Cody, isn't there a thing with Mugen to where I don't know if they still do, but I think at one point they ran a smaller flywheel, didn't they?
The Mugen
Then,
box,
like-
you have to shim up the wheel in order to use the bump box. Or the bump,
What
whatever
I-
he calls that thing.
I'm just saying, like the flywheel itself. I know somebody used like a 2 mil smaller flywheel at one point
Oh.
than every other
See, I
manufacturer.
don't know if their new four shoe is basically a ProTech.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
It's
probably
a 34 millimeter
34.
deal. So.
Yeah.
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 Somebody
So-
had a 32 at one point.
Yeah, because I just used a ProTech for the first time ever during Mugen Challenge. I put a new one on my truck, and that's when I realized, oh, ProTech and Mugen clutches are almost identical. So yeah,
That's
if
good,
you ever
though.
want to know, yeah, either one, they're
The J and
like they
T
go
one as
together
well.
the same.
Yeah.
Um,
The shoes look a little different. Like you can't cross the parts, I don't believe.
Yeah.
I just put together, I've been running the Protex myself. I don't think you can cross the shoes and the, what do you want to call it? The flywheel assembly looks just a little bit different.
Well, because the Mugen one, it's adjustable, right? It has holes all the way around, so like you can.
Yeah, you can
Turn
use
the-
different holes for different
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Versus the
I gotta-
Protec is all the same.
I gotta bounce, y'all. Sorry, I can't stick around. Davey's in charge of the woodshed.
Damn.
All right.
It's all gonna burn to the ground now, boys.
Bye, Alex.
Goodbye.
He's gonna edit this
And
part
I
out.
upset Alex's computer.
a couple weeks.
Oh snap!
Taking that.
What are you doing?
Phone was plugged in.
Aren't we glad he's gone?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So now we can talk about the real stuff.
Right.
Yep.
Now the
Cody, tell us how you
show
really
can
feel
really
about
start.
Alex.
Everybody.
Yeah.
We weren't
Tell us
recording
about
before.
announcers that you hate.
Yes. Sorry. Tell us about the announcer that you hate.
Oh no, Alex is okay. I don't have anything mean to say about Alex yet.
Yet.
He's not on
Yet.
the
You
ads
heard yet. You heard yet.
Yeah.
It's funny. Where's he off to? I thought Sundays were his open night.
I don't know.
I don't think we know.
I don't know. I'm not asking questions.
Yeah, he
Does everyone
texted
have
me
off
just a little bit
tomorrow?
ago, said he had to go. I do. I didn't find out till Friday that I have tomorrow off, so
Nice.
That's why I kind of
Yeah.
lined up perfectly. Like I was thinking, oh crap, I gotta do this on a Sunday. It's gonna end up being late, this and that, and then
yeah.
Holiday
This week.
weekend.
someone said something about Labor Day. I'm like, oh,
Huh?
I don't have to go to work this Monday. That's great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Goodbye.
But it's fine.
Say, Taylor, do you have anything else? Any other
No.
topics? No.
Only if Cody wanted to lead into anything else. Depends on how brave he feels about talking about any other subjects, but I'll leave it up to him. I don't. You guys?
Not personally, no. Oh, actually, I wanted this to be kind of a closing statement for Cody, but Cody, you say you may or may not have a signature for your track designs yet.
Yep.
However, Kevin, you have to work on Kevin on this one a little bit, but I think a loop-de-loop would be a fine, a fine addition to your signature.
Oh man, that's yeah. I have made that joke a couple times, and he's like, haha, yeah, no, okay, Mike.
Or like do like
It's not.
do like they have at the airport. They have the people movers where it's like the flat escalator. It's just a people mover. Have that going the wrong way, and you gotta like go up a hill and go.
I feel like that's a little more labor and cost extensive.
of course.
Than crap. I was gonna say something now. I just forgot.
Cody, do you have any? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say next to the ridiculous ideas that we all like to give Kevin. I said that after the national anthem, we should have fireworks. That didn't quite go over well. I'm gonna keep working on that one. I think Krista might be on board with that one. She's more of the production entertainment
yeah.
side
Hey,
of things.
I'll
So-
stop by. There's a fireworks place in New York State that I pass every day. We could light off one bottle rocket from behind the driver's stand without his permission. He might listen to this now, so maybe it won't be so much of a
So-
surprise.
So
But
it-
who wants
just
to
ask
take,
for
Cody, I'm
forgiveness
gonna let
later.
you take
Yeah,
it
yeah.
later. So
it's
you
easier to
can
ask
take
for
the blame on that
forgiveness
one.
than for permission.
Yeah,
That's what they
just,
say.
if we're gonna do it, we might as well just launch a mortar. Let's be honest
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, so I started with fireworks. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool fireworks, when Tiny's finishing off, and like, oh yeah, it'd be cool. And then I'm like, what if in
Jet
the mains, like, we have
flyover.
flamethrowers? And like at the beginning of the mains, we got someone like hyping up the mains, like to do a supercross.
Krista already has us doing
like, are you
music.
ready to go? And you got flamethrowers going off
Yeah,
all over
yeah,
the driver's
I mean,
stand behind you.
I don't know how well.
I'm just picturing two flamethrowers next to like a supercross jump.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you try to
yeah.
time it as it goes off, but
Just
the
like in
driver, the
motocross,
RC
yeah.
car gets sidetracked and goes through the flamethrower.
It wouldn't do nothing. You're going past
Yeah,
the
that
road.
are, like supercross races, every time the gate drops, the flames shoot off the
Yeah,
gates.
yeah. And then when they
So I'm
finish
thinking
too,
every time
right?
the tone goes off for like maybe B's and A's, or maybe just A's, because I'm
Yeah,
not sure
A's,
flamethrowers
just
are
A's.
A's.
We'll do it just for A's.
Just A's. At the tone, flamethrowers, all four corners of the track. Just saying.
So
Or something
we
of the
could
sort.
run
I like
natural
it.
gas lines to those
Yeah,
flamethrowers.
yeah,
But
yeah.
could you
Okay,
imagine
yeah.
each time you're doing the track maintenance, nicking the natural gas line? You'd have to do a
It's get-
PA1 call every time that you want to do
I was
a
gonna
track
say,
Hey,
you
that
gotta-
takes
you
3
gotta call
days. You gotta wait 3 days.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure
Yeah,
they do the whole
I
track
thought
at once.
that would be like, who would not be excited about flamethrowers going off when an A main drops?
So I
I'm
don't.
excited.
I mean, I don't know how it sounded outside the booth, or on the track, on the stand, or maybe even in Toby's productions. But Krista had us start doing music for the A mains, for the intros. So I don't know if that, like, we were doing it. I don't know how well it worked. I don't know, because she just kind of like dropped it on us. It's like, oh, so we're DJs now. It's like, so I don't know.
I will
It was
say
a cool-
driving
Cool idea.
during the trucking. Yeah, no, go ahead, Mike. I think it's a cool idea too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a cool idea, but the audio I think needs separated.
Right,
Because
there's definitely
it was hard to
something
hear,
about
yeah.
it because it was on the same knob. It on the computer, it was just a tab open. Like you
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
need like a little mixer box or something to make it definitely a cleaner mix. I was doing my best. I'm sorry, the volume with the
Well-
mouse and then the master volume. I was trying.
Well,
We'll get it.
The biggest problem is those types of speakers are not meant for that kind of audio, so it sounds like crap.
I believe
you would
that
need
too.
actual like speakers
Mhm.
that are meant for music that actually have
Something that can
lows, mids, and
separate the-
highs.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
those PA
Yeah.
type speakers are
And-
literally meant for just
and-
voice.
And it was
audio.
just I think some unlicensed stock thing that her or Toby must have found, because at one point
Yeah.
I had the devious idea. I had another tab open. I was going to try and play Thunderstruck for something, but like at the last minute, it's like, okay, let's just not play this game, because later during the
Yes,
week
yeah.
when I was at work, it was like, what? There's probably a reason they had the stock music, because it probably would screw up Toby's stream. We wouldn't be allowed to play it.
Yeah, it's
As
DCMA
sweet as
copyright stuff.
sweet as that would be, but like I didn't think
Yeah.
and
I'll
like
be honest.
But also it's not while he's streaming. It's after the video gets encoded onto YouTube is when
right
you'll get
okay,
either the muted section or somebody can claim it as their own video.
or YouTube
and then
boots
Toby
the whole
would
video,
lose all
the monetary stuff.
Toby would lose all monetization on the video if somebody claims it. That's the big
which
problem.
is no bueno, which I'm pretty sure is the whole reason for that. But
During the truck warm up, I didn't realize music was playing.
I actually didn't even know till now that you played music because I was pitting somebody for all the mains.
but yeah, like I said, I don't know.
Headset on, nitro, and all that. I didn't know. till
I don't-
now
I
you
have
played
no
music.
Once
idea
you're like zeroed in
how
on
it
what's
sounded.
going on, it's like you don't
Yeah.
hear anything else.
And then how like
Yeah,
the
I mean, I
volume.
noticed it because I was on the times where I was on the camera. You know what I mean?
Because
so like
it's hard to
what
actually
it is.
when that door is closed.
when you're talking in the mic, you don't know. It's actually pretty quiet in there, when you're on the mic. And then as soon as you crack that door, you hear yourself talking, and it's just hard to judge a little bit, how it sounded. So I'm sure things can be done to make it cleaner, more more nice and tidy, and all that.
Davey, your plan for this coming Friday? You staying with Alex?
I have absolutely no plans for nothing, so I don't even know if I'll be coming or making it and all that jazz. Like, all of these LCRC events kind of take up all the allotted time. So,
I gotcha.
like, I doubt it. If I randomly show up, I randomly show up. So,
All right.
don't
Hopefully see you
don't
there.
count on me. Everybody enjoy, have fun. Everybody always seems like they have a good time. I always wish I could come, but
So Cody, before the next event, I'll grab some bottle rockets.
Perfect.
Order. Just go big or go home.
Yeah. I have a couple M80s here. We can just
I
make a crack.
I
Oh,
kind
we don't want to destroy the track, Cody.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you made it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
can
you
just
might
let
wanna
it
destroy
destroy
it.
Put them in the infield so it doesn't hurt anything.
Uncle Mike, what
Build
when
a little character.
Uncle Mike, when was
Yeah.
it when Doug put the fireworks in the track to blow up the one section because he hated it? Was it for a cancer race or something?
I don't remember that.
There was at one point Doug had a long time ago, early McCullough days. There was for some reason he has fireworks and stuff, and there was one section on the track he put the fireworks in, and apparently was blowing it up after they were done with that layout after a
funny.
race. But yeah. I say something else, but I forget. I don't know. Is anyone else still listening? Anyone else still watching this thing?
We're not live,
Krista's
Davey.
long gone. Yeah, well, listening back, Krista's probably long gone. She didn't make it this far.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been a full 2 hours yet, has it?
We started
For-
recording before you though, too.
Yeah.
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 I just looked at OBS. We're at 2.5, so
So,
roughly.
did the baby give you any ideas for tires during that pit challenge? She looked like she was having an absolute blast playing in the dirt over there,
We
doing the Ezra technique.
some
To give her
mud around
give her some tires and have her brush them along the ground, tell you what to use.
She was more interested in putting the rocks in her mouth because she had mud around her mouth.
Oh
She
no!
was done. We took her into the shop like I don't know what halfway through before they left because it was close to her bedtime. We took her into the shop and I just held her in the shower in the bathroom and rinsed her off and everything. She was
She was
covered
rolling around in
in
it.
dirt. Yeah, she was way too dirty. But yeah, it's fine.
Cody, do you have any more hot takes or comments?
Oh,
Tomorrow
I feel
he'll be
like I
like,
failed him
man, I
for
would have
this
wish I could have
one."
said that.
Yeah. It's hard for me to go super off the rails sometimes just because I am so much affiliated with LCRC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it.
So I will bite my tongue from time to time. I know I shoot my mouth off a lot about giving hot takes, and I feel like I have failed in this department this time around. But I promise one of these nights will be right, especially like if we would have went live or something during Mugen Challenge. Yeah, I have hot takes. Unfortunately,
They're too
I
hot.
bite my tongue.
They're too
on
hot.
things.
Well, there's a big difference between the public eye and the private, so we can leave it at that.
Yeah, I will continue to enlighten others with my private thoughts.
Private thoughts,
Okay.
names of other people, things
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, this was fun. I enjoyed this. I like listening to you guys and stuff like that. It helps the drives to work a little quicker.
I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I know I
Cody, you wanna
definitely
give,
listen back at work when I'm.
Thanks out to anyone as we wrap up. Shout outs, things like that.
Well, always thanks to my wife for allowing me to do the things that I do, even though it might be a pain in the ass. And LCRC, Kevin and Krista, they've done a lot for me in my life. Probably wouldn't be part of who I am without them. So special thanks to them, and then Mugen, J Concepts, Flashpoint, all them guys. Yeah, no, that's about it. Small circles.
All right. You guys want to give any other shout outs to Davey, Mike, and then we'll
So-
wrap up.
Yeah, always to all of the listeners, all of you guys listening, because without you, we wouldn't be doing this. ACS and LCRC, just like Cody said, and all of our other friends that literally make these camping trips that we call RC races as much fun as they are. So, but yeah, Taylor, Davey.
Davey, go ahead.
You go ahead first.
All right. I want to give a shout out to all the people that do listen to this. There's an overwhelming amount of people that do listen to this compared to who I actually thought would. And some of you guys that I don't know come up to us at the track, introduce yourselves. Like, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And the large amount of messages that we get on the podcast site, comments, things like that, people that are from across the pond on the other side of the world that listen to this, not just our local region that we thought we would kind of cater to. We appreciate you guys. My thanks, same people as Cody, LCRC, Mugen Siki, 46RC, Toby that does all the coverage for us. I'll give a shout out to Mike Treharn, MT Designs that does my bodies and stuff, local. Appreciate that. And all you guys. So thanks. Davey?
I don't know, more stock stuff, LCRC, ACS, and all that, and of course all the surprising to all the people that do listen and all that jazz. And thank you to all you guys too, you Uncle Mike and Taylor and Alex. I'm barely part of any of this stuff. You guys actually put in work to do all this, and I just come in every once in a blue moon for shits and giggles. But yeah, so obviously you guys for actually putting in the work and effort all behind the scenes is actually pretty nuts. Makes me feel like shit. But anyway, but yeah. And of course, thanks to Uncle Mike, and especially helping me at the track. I'm gonna be selfish with this one. I'm saying thank you for the people for helping me. It's like Uncle Mike, I try and get a nitro blessing from him every time before I go on the track, and anybody who pits for me at any of the times of an event. And at Taylor, thank you for the stuff and the things I took from you from this last event. I actually feel like a douchebag for taking the whole packet of air filters. It's like I'm driving.
It's fine, man.
I'm driving home and I'm going, I only needed the one. It's like
you'll need them
like
in the
I
future,
only
and they're unopened.
I opened it for the one. I'm like, I only needed the one, and if I'm gonna get him to replace it, like, wow, I feel really dumb right now.
No, you're right.
But we'll figure something out. That was a big
already
help.
taken care of. It's fine.
Thank you. And
Yep.
yeah, I'm just a mess right now. Let's be done. Uncle Mike, you said you have control of all this crap. I don't want to control, delete this into oblivion. So
No, you're good. I'm logged into his computer.
yeah. Where's my mouse? I can't find it because Uncle Mike is moving the damn thing. So I'm done.
Cody looks like he's doing a backflip.
Finn.
Yeah, do a flip.
Yeah, do a kick flip.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you.
Good night, everybody.
Cool.
Cut.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
See you
Yeah,
later.
Cody, thanks for hopping in too.
Yep. Thank
Yeah,
you,
Yeah,
Cody.
of course, anytime. Thank you.
I'm sure we'll
Catch you
talk
later.
soon. Hey, man.
Oh yeah, well, September.
Until next time.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Well, hey.
Yeah.
So we still
See
do
ya.
that thing, keeping it on the
Yeah.
track between the wheels and
Oh.
Cody. What did we used to say?
So wait, hold on. You gotta keep it keep it
On
between
its
the
wheels,
pipes.
between
Keep
the
it on-
pipes.
Keep it on all four wheels.
Between the
And
pipes.
then what's the
On its wheels, between the
The last
pipes,
thing.
and usually we ask the guest
Yeah.
what the last thing is. What do we say?
Yeah, Cody's muted, so you have to unmute before you answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we say? Oh, now he's frozen.
Oh no.
What's the name of the podcast, Cody?
Oh, slow safe.
Hey, where's the magic word button? Hit the magic word button. All right, for real this time. Good night, everybody.